As always, Playdate is brought to you by Triple, the original high seltzer.
Redefining the party landscape.
Edge saw me in traffic, and my cars don't have power windows, so I had to like lean over to roll it down and just almost hit like 11 cars because I'm like fully in the other thing.
Just trying to say hi.
And he yelled out the window. Was like, "What are you doing, man?" I was like, "I just wanted to say hi."
Alex.
He's like, "Where are you?" Alex. Alex.
Hey.
It was 10:30 in the morning.
It's Rusty from work.
As you're like crashing it, scraping parked cars on the side.
It's hard to recognize people out of context sometimes.
Word going.
Remember, I'm your employee.
We're rolling.
It was 10:30 in the morning, and I was going to In-N-Out, and he was like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "The hardware store." Because he didn't want to be like,
Getting a cheeseburger. Maybe a milkshake. I don't know.
You need to clap? You already did it?
Already did.
All right, guys, our good friend Dan Carney joins the pod today.
Yep. Episode 89.
Whoa.
Yeah,
My favorite
right?
number.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that your favorite number?
It is.
And because
That's the guy who's
It is.
lying to your
I
face
love
right
the
now.
number 89. I loved Steve Smith growing up. That was my
Bang!
favorite
You
football
know that
player.
we do that?
What?
That's
do
what
that.
we do.
You have to guess someone
Every
who
No
episode
way.
we guess the
wore
player.
that number or someone who
It's almost
is
like
that age.
I haven't watched every single episode to this point.
Steve Smith Sr.?
Yeah.
That was a good
Oh,
great
yeah.
poll.
Yeah, that was my first NFL jersey.
Really?
Yeah, it was my
Are you
first
from
sports jersey.
Carolina?
I was born in North Carolina.
Was it
From
Steve
South
Smith?
Carolina.
But we could get
or
into
was
that.
it Steve Smith Sr. by the time you got the first jersey?
Ooh, that's a great question.
He did like
That's
he
true.
added it when he had a
retrofitted it.
kid. Yeah.
Oh, no, I was just straight up Steve Smith. I think it was might have been straight
Yeah.
up Steve Smith.
It was Junior when he got it. That's how old it was.
God, this is back in the day. I'm 48, so no, yeah, this was my first football jersey. I was like in 7th grade or something like that.
That's it.
Maybe even younger.
Wait, if Steve Smith Sr. was Steve Smith Jr., does he become senior or does he become the second when he has a kid?
Becomes a second.
So his jersey, if his dad was also named Steve Smith Sr.,
He'd be the second.
or I guess he'd still just be junior.
Oh, that's when the second thing comes into
Yeah,
play?
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
You've got another one.
Because
I
my
always thought it was just a
uncle
cooler
and
version
my
of it.
cousin and my grandfather all have the same name.
Got
So
it.
there's a second and a third.
They're all named Steve Smith?
They're all named Steve Smith. Yeah, that's why he's my favorite player. Is Steve Smith? He's my uncle.
You just like, you like lineage.
Blood related, biological uncle.
That checks out. Dan Carney is a we had a guest on last time and we didn't say who they were at all. So we're gonna tee you up here.
And this is a formality because everybody's familiar.
Well, also apparently just saying like we're buds like doesn't count. Like our friend Ryan came on, we just didn't. We were like, he does other stuff.
Oh,
But we were
okay.
like, our friend Ryan's here, and then we just got into
People
it.
just think that like it's just your random.
I've been
friend,
loving
Ryan.
the new show.
Dan's a
Thank you so
comedian.
much, man. Yep, comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it. Yeah.
You may have seen Dan's new show, Run Club. It's awesome.
Thank you.
you know what? I actually haven't watched it, but I've
That's
seen
okay.
it.
That's okay.
I'm not gonna lie to your face here. Because I've
appreciate
seen
that.
that it exists and the premise of it seems like I would like it. I just haven't
You will
clicked
like it.
We made it for you.
Yeah.
So take your time, really, honestly. It's okay. But yeah, we put out, me and my friend Yvette Segan, also comedian, not just my friend.
There you go.
I feel like I have
He's
to say
catching
that.
on.
Yeah. We co-created like a web series about run clubs, really
Yes.
mostly focusing on one specific run club
Yep.
that people did not really join to run. They joined to like meet other people in
Fuck
hopes
each other.
of like, hooking up, some
man.
sucking.
That's what they do in run
Never
clubs.
mind. Apparently,
They do. Honestly, we got the idea. I was in like this bar in New York, like it was like this hall, and it was like kind of middle of the day, it was like a
Houston?
weekend. Yes, it was Houston Hall, and in the West Village or the Village area, and I was getting lunch.
It was like this hall.
It was like this hall.
I was like, is that
how many bars like are halls?
I mean, I don't know. People don't. You know Houston Hall. He
yeah.
has no idea.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know what that was, but I was just like, I trust these two guys enough to like.
It was.
Give me enough context.
You see any of those videos of Mumford and Sons?
Okay. Yeah.
Did you
yeah,
actually?
No.
Oh.
But it's a classic bar where Mumford
Why'd
and
you
Sons
call
would
me
play
out
at.
there?
No, Mumford and Sons played there like a week ago on top of tabletops, and it was
That's
all over
right.
my For You page.
Yeah.
Like I could
this
not
was
stop seeing
recently.
it. Like a week ago, yeah.
So before they were there, I was there. So, yeah, I got there just before they did.
There I was, stomping and clapping and yelling ho.
I had that little hat on. It was a great time. But like I was like, there was like me and like 3 other people, and that was the only people in this huge hall. Then I go to the bathroom.
What is you guys got to give me some
like,
sort of. You can't just keep saying it.
Think of like a hall.
Like where like they eat dinner in like Harry Potter.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like that.
I'm
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little more.
Wait, what do you
regal.
mean it looks like that? It's there's a bar that has like 60-foot Gothic vaulted ceilings.
I don't know if it's Gothic,
but it's
pretty high
60-foot
up.
ceilings.
Yeah.
Pull
Wait,
up
what's
this
this
hall.
bar?
Houston.
Houston
That's like
Hall.
spelled like Houston.
HOUS.
And this is a bar that you go. And
It's sick.
and
You
the
get, like,
drinks are
signs and stuff. It's
the
like,
drinks are reasonably priced.
Where is it?
How are they paying rent for this in New York City?
Where is it?
It's actually good.
That's a great. Well, Mumford and Sons is there.
Houston.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess once you get Mumford and
The
Sons
one word
in
you
there,
missed was
the drinks kind of pay
the
for
one you
themselves.
kept
Plugged
saying.
in.
Oh, it's
Mumford and
literally ginormous.
It's huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you zoom in,
I've been here.
zoom in there. Actually, I'm right.
I don't know why I got mad about it.
Yeah, I
over-
went there. You might have come. We might have
Yeah.
gone
This
out.
is where we were playing. The fuck game were we playing? We were playing a game that like didn't exist here.
Oh yeah.
Then we went to that bar. We kind of picked up like a group of ragtag people along the way, and we were walking to this bar, and this girl had to admit to us that she was like 20.
Oh,
she
no.
couldn't get into the next bar.
Oh no. Yeah, you got it.
No, we didn't go there with
You
them.
got You got to turn the other cheek.
You're thinking
on
of a
that.
different spot. I know what you're thinking.
You got to
of.
walk away.
He's thinking of some place on like the, I don't know, different place. Some
Okay.
like beer garden on the side of.
Well, we
Manhattan.
can get to that later.
We gotta
So
figure out what
anyway-
he's thinking of.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
anyway,
So you're
this
in
is-
this
this is
hall
Houston Hall.
with 3 guys.
This reminds me of that time
Podcast sucks.
where we hung out with this underage girl and we tried to go to this bar, different bar. Actually, I don't know why I brought that up. But anyway, this I'm here. Most people have tuned out by now. We're at this bar, and there's like me and 3 other people. And I walk out of the bath. I go in the bathroom. There's like no one there. And I walk out. Boom. Now there's like 600 or 700 people, like hundreds of people. I'm not exaggerating. All wearing all black. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And this is
Yeah.
before like run clubs have really truly like entered. Like at least it was the first time I discovered them, found out what they were,
Yeah.
and it turns out it was a run club, right? And if you wore all black, it means you're single.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're like, holy shit, everybody here is hot and horny. This is like, I have to like, parody this.
Were you guys wearing? You guys like coincidentally wearing all black?
I was wearing a black t-shirt.
Oh, that's good.
And, I did think about coming back, not running, but just wearing all black and being like, man, good time out there, guys. But it was like, and we left and the line is around the block. It was like this huge phenomenon. And now it turns out this is like one specific run club
Right.
in New York. But I made a video like making fun of that, parodying it, and then Yvette was like, this would be a good idea for a show, and we're like, yeah, let's do it. So our run club in this show is like people joined to like hopefully meet other people, find like not really even love, but more like a one night stand.
Got it.
They're largely like unsuccessful in those pursuits. They get drunk, take drugs, and
They're guys.
yeah,
That's awesome.
There's a
Is it
joke.
on, it's on YouTube?
it's on YouTube.
Nice.
Yeah, it's on
There's a
YouTube.
joke in it that when I watched it, it was like that's right up Will's alley, where they're looking at this like other run club,
Yeah.
and they're like, are those ones like way hotter than us, or are we crazy? And then Dan makes some comment about like Nazism, like right as they like wave to their friends like
Yeah.
this, so their hands are like out.
I call them Nazis as they're waving and like calling other people over, and it's just these 2 tall, blonde, beautiful people. It's Chris Barnes and Caroline Banowitz.
Oh,
who
they're
are
great.
comedians. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were in it. We had a lot of great like New York comedians.
Alec was one of the hot guys.
Yeah, Alec Flynn is the hot guy who like I'm quickly very intimidated by, but then realize that he's like super cool, and I'm like just trying to impress him, and I annoy him with my friendship while like the girls are like trying to sleep with him. So yeah.
Is Alex in it?
Alex Dragovich is also in it. He plays someone in the run club.
Shovelhead alumnus.
Shovelhead alumnus.
There you go, bragging again.
We got him. Yeah, part of the family tree. I like to say.
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
Shovelhead alumnus.
Were you guys in Shovelhead at the same time?
No, he's a lot older than me.
Yeah, he's like 41. No, he's 33. He's my roommate also.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Very funny stand-up comedian.
Yeah,
It's insane.
It's a small world.
Insane.
dude, you're gonna love this. Dan has a roommate that I know.
Well, I
It's
don't know him
fucking
that
nuts.
well, but like,
Yeah, I've never met him actually.
but we went to the same college.
But we share blood. Yeah.
So Lawler kicked you out this morning?
Yeah, Lawler kicked me out. So yeah, I'm here for a week, and I was staying with Jack Lawler for a couple nights. Really good friend, really good guy.
Yep.
Did ask me to leave his apartment.
How do you even do
Wait,
that?
like
Morning.
you expected to be there the whole time?
I don't know what I was hoping, and the wife got back into town, and it just his
has a
priorities.
wife?
His priorities shifted
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Jack Lawler?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's straight.
It's not the commitment part that I'm confused about. It's that it's been a woman.
This changes everything.
How have I gotta stop hitting on him.
Wow,
I didn't
No
know
wonder
that.
he hasn't fucked me.
Yeah.
I was so confused. I'm clearly his type.
Yeah, he's the last guy in this office that hasn't fucked me yet. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, he's got a
Wait,
wife.
so you came out, neither of you talked about how long you were going to stay, and then he was just like,
I guess maybe I went back in our text. There was some sort of exchange about like you could stay here for the weekend, and I read it as the week. And I don't know, maybe I got caught up in having a good time with him.
Yeah.
And it flew by, and now his wife's back, and she's fine.
She gets the job done.
She's awesome, but they did kick me out.
Where are you staying?
I think I'm gonna. I sent some texts before we got on air. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
I met
Yeah.
he put some feelers out there.
Put some feelers
Yeah.
out.
On my way in, I met a ragtag group
How
of
long are you
guys.
here?
So this pod's what, like a few hours, I imagine, by the time we're done.
What? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So is anyone using this couch after the podcast?
I
Is
do.
that-
This is a comfortable couch,
It's not bad.
and I venture no one's here at night,
No. You can wrap yourself
and
up
I'm
in
coming
the
back
cords.
tomorrow morning.
You doing the other pod?
I'm doing the other pod.
But you did ours first.
This was a big priority for me.
Yes,
coming
I
here.
appreciate
I do.
that.
No, thank you guys for having me.
We're warming.
Thanks, y'all.
We're warming
Fan.
you up.
Happy to be on a play date.
When we were
Love
down
those.
on the boardwalk, I was thinking about
We were
like
down on the
weird
boardwalk.
places to sleep.
Yeah.
When we were down on the boardwalk, I don't think either of us pointed out because it was like really sad, but I meant to talk about it in the moment. There was a guy just sleeping in a recycling bin, like
Oh, I didn't see
out
that.
there, and I didn't want to like. I thought we both saw it and we're like, we'll talk about it later, but then we never talked about it. He was sleeping upright in a recycling bin, and I was like, if I was homeless, that's probably the last. Like my shelter would really have to.
I mean, it's better than the trash can, right?
But you got
Yeah,
But you got to think that guy's probably tried every iteration of
Yeah.
sleeping
Yeah,
outside.
he would know.
So now he's like, let's just get creative. All right.
He's a trailblazer.
Yeah.
Lauren
I've
Lauren
slept
lost her
outside a few
phone
times.
to a homeless
Oh
guy
yeah,
today.
what happened? I was like kind of saw those texts, but I don't like looking at texts on Sundays.
So I went out on Saturday
Wait,
night.
what? You don't like
What?
looking at
I don't like
texts
looking
on
at
Sundays?
He
texts
doesn't
on
respond to any of our
Sundays.
texts. I went to a show in downtown LA on Saturday night in like a warehouse district. I left my phone outside this club when we were leaving. I think I either left it on a ledge or like it fell on the ground. I didn't notice when we got in the Uber. We get back to my apartment on Saturday night, realized I didn't have my phone. Long story short, a homeless man picked it up off the street. I went downtown yesterday and he was just riding around.
You had the location?
Had the location.
Phone for sale.
No, I had to like call him over and over and over, and he like finally, he would pick up like intermittently, like sometimes would answer and be like super specific about like where he was gonna meet me, and then would like ghost me for 30 minutes. I'm like, dude, whatever. We go downtown, I see it like moving because he's on a bike, he's on the go. So I see him, and then we just like
Going
pull
like
up.
1,000 miles an hour down the
No,
This is like a great noir film.
it was crazy. It was crazy, and it was
Then they
just
fall
like
in love at the end.
I don't know, like the juxtaposition of like that being like a huge problem my day yesterday. But meanwhile, he's like just homeless, and like that's. I don't know. It just made me so sad because I didn't know that he was homeless when I was on my way there. I couldn't get a read on if he like worked in the area or like. So I didn't have any cash on me, and like I asked him if he wanted food or anything, and he didn't. But just
The worst
insane.
part about your day was the best part about his.
probably.
You
Well,
lost your phone and he found one. He's like, hell yeah.
no, I know. I'm like, why wouldn't he keep it? But he was definitely on something.
I tried to FaceTime one. I
bike.
didn't know that the homeless guy had it.
A bike. Yeah.
So were you following this guy?
Yeah, wait, I'm confused. I want to know about the exact interaction. Like, you like pull up alongside him.
Yeah. So
You like intercepted him.
Mia, my roommate Mia was in the car with me, and in retrospect, probably should have had like a man in the car. I don't know. My mom was so mad. She calls us on the way there. I was like, Mom, it's fine. I have a knife in my purse. She's like, Lauren, that's not funny.
You brought it,
like,
do you normally carry a knife, or you brought it?
I just brought a knife,
What kind of knife?
like a kitchen knife.
Okay.
No, not a butter knife.
Like a butter knife?
Like, no. It was
You brought.
Ow.
it was serrated. I don't know, just in case.
Ow, it almost got through.
Why are you? Wait, why
you
is
brought
that?
a knife to.
To stab a homeless guy.
No, only if like if he tried to pull any funny.
I think that's
business.
reasonable.
Yeah,
I
don't.
you probably should have brought a guy.
I don't have pepper spray. I know. I didn't think about it. Okay, so but
Hopefully,
the
it would never
interaction-
come to. Like, I would rather just get a
Of
new
course
phone
not.
than kill a homeless guy.
No, she's not gonna kill him. It's like if
If
kill
he
him.
tried
You
to
disarm him.
come at me,
What
or
if, if
something.
push comes to stab, you're gonna have to fucking.
But no, we turned down the
Gut him like
street.
a
We turned
fish.
down the street. We're like driving around. There's like a few tents and like there's like people there, but it's like very vacant. Like there's not much going on.
I will say, homeless encampments can be intense.
Yeah.
And then so
Did you get that, Laura?
I did get it.
Okay, sorry. It was just really funny, and
I
you
got
didn't feel
no.
like you didn't laugh.
I acknowledge. No, I laughed. We drive by him. I see this dude on his bike, and then I'm on Find My Friends, so I'm watching my dot like travel down the street. I'm like, that was probably him, like that dude on his bike that just biked by my car.
Flies past.
Fuck.
So we turn around and then
He's on the phone
I
with
call him
someone.
again, and I had a bright red phone case, so I could like see it in his hand. I was like, oh, that's my phone. And then I like pull up next to him, and I was like, hi, thank you so much. And he was definitely on something.
I like to think
As
you.
well as
The
the bike.
first thing you said was thank you so much.
Well, I was like, oh my god, yeah.
You didn't say that's my phone.
You didn't. No context.
No, we knew. We'd been on the phone. Like, we were talking to each other. But we'd already.
God.
I guess I did miss that.
Gotcha. I was like, wow, this went the best
I
possible.
mean, still
scenario.
it did.
No,
that is
yeah.
like kind of
But
crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
Just.
I had a very similar, and I've told it on the pod, so I won't tell the story, but like very similar where it was like phone stolen and just ended up getting it back with like no hassle.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I
never
think
had my
they
phone
realize how hard a phone is to get into, and they're like,
Yeah.
"There's nothing
I mean,
can
he
do."
didn't steal it. He found it on the ground.
True.
Like
yeah,
the club, like where they were posted up, was like a few, just like a bit away.
I guess if I saw a phone on the ground, though, I'm not gonna be like I don't want to be involved.
If I'm homeless,
If
Yeah,
I'm
but
homeless, I'm taking
picking
he
it
was
up.
probably
10
like,
times out of 10.
100%.
I wish I was. I wish you like pulled up to the homeless encampment and they were trying to like reverse engineer it, like the backs off. They're like, we're really close.
yeah. So that was that. I hope he has good karma coming his way, though. I think he will, because that was an incredibly nice thing to do.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
You offer him money, you said?
I didn't have any cash on me. I didn't know that he was. I didn't understand the situation. He didn't want food or anything. Like, I don't think he was going to remember
You
that.
could give him the knife.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't.
I brought
father's
this knife in
blade.
case
I don't
I had
know,
to
I
like
felt-
kill you.
I thought I might have to kill you, but if you want it, I guess you could kill someone else.
Yeah.
Probably get money that
But
way.
you can't. You can't use it until I leave.
I'm gonna give it to you, then run.
You write on it like not for stabbing. You're like, this is for threatening only.
or cooking.
I don't want. Yeah, I want to hear about you like julienning an onion or threatening another person. I don't want
Julianne.
julienning.
What's that?
I don't know.
You know,
I don't
I don't know,
cook.
man.
I don't cook
Fucking
either.
yeah, I don't cook.
You know what it is. Come on.
I know it's a type of cut that you can do. This podcast is brought to you by Triple. Triple is the original high seltzer with 3 milligrams of THC and just 15 to 20 calories. Triple offers a social buzz similar to that of your favorite hard seltzer. Light on calories, high on life. It's all natural, gluten-free, and again, just 15 to 20 calories. Willie, tell me what you love about getting tripled.
I love Triple because, dude, I was sitting out on my new patio that I redid on Saturday, and I cracked a few triples, and I listened to some of these new songs I've been listening to, and they're really good. I was listening to the new Lumineers album while drinking
You're
Triple.
still dropping music?
Yeah, they dropped it like 3 weeks ago, and it was fucking awesome. Dare I say, it's the perfect drink to pair with the Lumineers album on a sunny Saturday afternoon. It's just 15 to 20 calories, and they got 3 amazing flavors: lime, grapefruit, and cherry lemon. Guys, Triple is born from a desire to blend THC's social buzz with the social ritual of sipping on a seltzer. Triple is currently available at grocery stores, liquor stores, bars, and restaurants in Missouri, look at you harder, Kansas, Iowa, Louisiana, Georgia, Florida, and South Carolina, and it will be available in Illinois, Arizona, and Ohio by the end of the year. Nationally, it is currently available online. To get it now, go to drinktriple.com and use code Playdate for 10% off your order. That's drinktriple.com and use code Playdate for 10% off your order. Triple, redefining the party landscape. Hey, here's something cool. At the exact same time that this episode came out, we also released a very fun video of us playing Beerio Kart, which you're thinking, did he say Mario Kart weird? No, it's where we drink beers like guys while we do it. Mario Kart. So go to the Friday Beers YouTube channel, Friday Beers HQ on YouTube. And
Not Friday Beers.
Not HQ. It's just Friday Beers YouTube. FridayBeers.YouTube or something. I'm nailing this. Anyway, go check that out if you finish.
The link will be in the description.
Yes.
And ready? I'll put it right here.
I went to a concert on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Flipturn, anyone?
No.
Cool. And
Know who they are, but nope.
Oh, you do know?
No, I don't know that.
like hard no.
Nope.
Anyway, it was fun. And this guy was there that's like Billy and Chet's like high school buddy that just moved out here. His name's Jack. Good fella. And I went up to get a drink, and he was ordering drinks. And he was like, "Oh, what do you want? I got you." And I was like, "Are you sure?" He's like, like concert beer is a big ask. And I don't know this guy that well. But he's like, yeah, I got you. What do you want? I was like, I'll do a Modelo. And he's like, all right, can I get him a Modelo too? And the guy brings it up, and it's $20 because we're at a concert. And it's one of the big ones too. And he goes, oh. And he turns, he's like, I didn't know it was going to be $20. And I was like, oh, that's fine. We can just take it off, or I'll Venmo you. And he's like, no, it's fine. Just can you Venmo me 10? Because I thought it was going to be like $10.
You still want to do something nice for you?
And I was like, you want me to get out Venmo, get your info, but not send you the full amount? And he was like, yeah, just don't send me 20, just send me 10.
That's
and
great.
So I did. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's awesome. He's like an autistic guy who's like trying to do a good thing. Like, ooh,
It was
no,
all fun.
$20 is not good. $10 is what I was allocating mentally to like help you out with.
Yeah.
I've never. That has never occurred to me.
It was
either
the
like-
funniest thing of all time. And then
I would
wait.
expect that to be like $30 at a show. I feel like those tall boys.
Yeah,
are
it was
crazy.
I mean, it was like a 24 ounce.
I mean,
What kind of concerts are you going to?
this is
$30 beer?
It was a 24 ounce beer.
$20 is crazy.
Yeah.
More than $1 an ounce?
It's
Have you ever bought a $30 beer?
Probably $28 beer. At like football games. And,
At a Flipturn concert,
Hey man,
at Flip, we're talking Flipturn.
it's the hottest show in
All
town,
right,
dude.
Yeah. I would have expected those to be.
You would have
north of
paid
30.
40.
Yeah, I would have easily.
okay, but then I take this said beer and I go like where we're sitting, and then there was kind of like an outdoor area that I walked out to and met some just random people. And this is long story short, there was a random person that I met whose name was Jackie Pizza. Birth name.
Really?
Jackie Pizza.
Whoa.
Check IDs.
She showed me her ID. Jacqueline Pizza.
That's awesome.
They invented,
That's the best thing that's ever
She has
happened.
like a huge pizza chain on like her family invented. She has that old pizza money.
I couldn't believe it. I was laughing about it all weekend, just thinking about that's the funniest name.
weekend.
Of
How
all
did that
time.
come up?
Pizza.
I don't really remember.
She was like, "You want to hear something awesome?"
Yeah, I think she was like, "Hi, I'm
My
Jack.
last name's Pizza.
All right, so you're coming with us for that.
You're in the crew now."
I met a guy at the bar on Saturday night that claimed he invented the Minecraft theme song, and we were all drunk enough that we just like took it as fact, and like everyone, like I was like bringing people over to be like, tell them what you invented. And he was like the Minecraft theme song, but he was like our age.
That's not an invention.
But I guess he was like
Invent the song.
composed it. He wrote it, yeah. And
Billy Joel invented Piano Man.
but he was like, he didn't seem to, like if I was claiming I would do that, I would be doing it because I would thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Like either he was really good at keeping a straight face, he was lying, or he actually invented.
Oh, you don't know.
I have no idea because he was wearing earplugs, so like he had
He's listening
something.
to it all
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
Like-
He's probably in the booth a lot of music.
but he he came to the bar alone. He was kind of sitting like against this wall and like clearly wanted to get in on some circle. So we opened up and that was the first thing he said. I was like, that's really cool. And so I was just telling everyone.
I'm imagining like a Nick Nolte type, like super gravelly voice. I invented the Minecraft theme song.
Nick
How old are you
Nolte?
kids?
That's like an old.
It's the right age.
right?
What?
Nick Nolte?
Yeah.
It's like an old actor.
Yeah. I'm just picturing like a very grizzled, he's been through a lot, a dusty
You guys
guy.
have no fucking idea.
This was just like a kid with autism.
It sold my soul.
My friend in Florida, he had a substitute teacher who like every time the sub would come in, he was just like make this case about how he's the one who actually created Ice Age and they stole his idea. And he would like bring in all this like comic books and stuff that he had of like Ice Age.
Did he do it?
My friend's like, honestly, like I had the guy for years. I'm pretty convinced that he created
The
Ice
sub
Age.
would do it to the
Sub did it
kids.
to the kids, yeah.
That's
Oh
so
my
funny.
God.
That's the only platform it's the only platform you have to get the word out that it was your idea initially. It's like
Yeah.
sixth graders.
Look, I got 30, I got an audience of 30 every single day, 5 times a day. You're evangelizing your own case.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to high school. I grew up outside of Tampa. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Tampa
going to
in the
Florida.
house.
We're both going to Florida tomorrow.
No way.
Yeah.
Where are you guys going to Fort Lauderdale?
Ever heard of it?
I heard about it.
We're
heard
going
about
to
it.
Orlando and then Fort Lauderdale.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You're going to have a good time. Yeah, I grew up in this town called Brandon, Florida.
Let's go.
Yep, let's go. They were pretty happy about that when that became a thing. They leaned into it pretty hard. They sold merch.
Yep.
They did, and yeah, they like I went to like the mall to like visit. I was visiting my parents, and I went to our mall, and there was like this like Florida store,
Yeah.
and it was just all Florida memorabilia and stuff, and it was all Let's Go Brandon stuff.
yeah.
Like
I mean, yeah.
they got
Stumbled
really
into a gold mine.
the governor of Florida during COVID
Yep.
drove from Tallahassee, the capital, to Brandon, where I like am from, and went to a Branda Honda dealership to sign an anti-vaccine mandate as like a fuck you to Joe Biden.
That's why he went to Brandon.
He went to
the-
Brandon for like yeah, this isn't this fuck you, Joe. And he was at a Honda dealership. So someone's just
awesome.
showing up like trying to get like an Accord.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You're about to close on a CRV and like Ron DeSantis.
Is that Ron
yelling.
DeSantis? He's like, yeah, we're kind of trolling the president right now.
Have you seen his little boots?
More like Honda Santis.
His what?
his like little boots that he wears.
Oh yeah, he wears lifts. Ron
There's-
DeSantis was good. I can't leave you out for that. That was good stuff. That was good.
Thanks.
Like his feet. I don't know if you've ever like tried to break in a pair of cowboy boots, but it's
No.
like it's not an enjoyable experience. Like when Will and I went to Texas, I was wearing them around and like they're so tight the first couple days that like there's no room to put anything else in there. And he has like 4-inch, like someone did an outline of like where his foot would have to be for it to make the shape that his boots are making. And he's like, they're almost out of the boot. Like his heel is like at the top.
So the boots are too small.
No, his lifts are way too big.
Oh okay.
And-
He's like walking on heels.
Like he is like 6'3" or whatever with these lifts on. But someone pull up like Ron DeSantis boot diagram.
I remember this.
I
There was
don't
like a
even know.
shot of him sitting at like a panel.
Rhonda?
No.
Ron DeSantis.
My Honda joke got in her head. Ron DeSantis.
Governor of Florida,
Yeah, I
ran for
wouldn't know
president.
that. Oh, my God, that's
Kind of a big deal.
What if Brandon
I'm
And
really
he went to your
Went to
hometown
my
dealership.
hometown.
Wait, what am I looking
He
Ron
blessed us with
DeSantis
his
like
presence.
cowboy boot diagram?
Why is it?
No, not those. Those are different. Those are insane.
Let's get a
also.
zoom in on those though.
I
Look
like
at
to
those white
think that
boots.
like Brandon was actually like a super liberal town until like the
Until-
stars aligned and they were just
No
like it's too
choice.
perfect.
Guys, we have to do
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So look at this like diagram that someone drew. For his foot to make that shape, it would have to be like up there for it to make
Whoa,
sense.
those like clown shoes. Why is the
These are insane.
Because to fit that giant lift that he has in it, they have to be like a size 16.
He had to walk through a moat to get into that interview.
he like jumped an
Florida's
elf
just
outside.
one big swamp.
But like that's not worth it. Like there's no height. There's no height that I would
Just
want to
you're
be
always like this.
to have
Yeah,
to sit
what?
like that.
That rules.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
I like this.
He's a freaking buffoon. You know what's funny? My dad, a few years ago, like my dad wears like a size 9 shoe. He's
Yeah.
a tiny teeny tiny little guy.
Yeah.
And I'm an 11 and a half.
Okay.
But
All right.
it's not a competition.
Come on.
It's not a competition, guys.
You got me beat.
But it's again, it could mean anything. But my dad a couple years ago, we're in the car and he was like, "Hey, you know how like I used to be a size 9 shoe?" And I was like, "I guess, yeah." What do you mean used to be? He's like, "Well, I got my feet measured. I'm actually a 10 and a half." I was like, well, "How does that happen?" He's like, "I don't know. I was just wrong about like the shoe size." That I
Which
was.
wear shoes way too
So you're
small.
just wearing.
He's wearing like a size and a half too small of a shoe for like 30 years.
I don't know, man.
That's
I went and got a measure. Apparently, I was dead wrong.
He's like, that would explains a lot.
Also, when you go and buy new shoes, I guess as an adult, they just take your word for it.
my
Yeah,
dad-
you kind of stopped doing that like thing where they like that like metal thing when you were a kid.
Yeah. Well, he finally had that done.
Yeah.
Probably because he got vulnerable enough to like let another man touch his feet or something.
Yeah, which is kind of a
it's a
red
big deal for
flag.
him.
Yeah.
But my dad was in the army, so he had like government issued boots
Oh.
that were like a size and a half too small.
They're like, dude,
Yeah, that's insane.
That's insane.
So did you move around as a kid?
We moved around a lot every couple years.
Wow.
I know. Never let them know your next move.
What's your favorite place you lived in?
I lived in Pennsylvania for a little bit, and one of the times that I was there, we lived there twice separately. Like for a year, we lived on like this military base, and it was awesome. As like a 6th grader, like it was safe living on a base, so our parents would just let us run around.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
the base hadn't been like renovated, like the homes since like the 70s, so it felt like you're living in like a time capsule.
Where was it?
Sort of. This is in Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
near Harrisburg, and
I was born in Lancaster.
oh no way! Yeah, I got an uncle who lives there.
Okay,
Amish
yeah.
country.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, near Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Damn right. Right
Oh, yeah.
between Intercourse and Blue Balls.
There we go.
Those are two Pennsylvania towns.
blue balls.
The Pennsylvania towns
Yeah.
are.
Wait,
There's
Intercourse, and they sell hats at like our farmers market that'll be like Lancaster, PA, halfway between Intercourse and Blue Balls.
yeah, and
This
they're
is
both
an
Amish
actual
towns.
place.
Yeah, they're both
Which
like
is
they're both
a
like
weird
Amish.
This is
irony.
not real.
Amish
Really?
people are so sick,
Oh, Blue Ball. Forgive me.
yeah,
ball.
that's. I mean,
but it's close. It still achieves the joke.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Yeah, Amish people are awesome. They're very heavily inbred.
Yeah, they are. That's the thing.
Yeah,
They're all
and you
inbred.
could see it too. You'll be on the high. You'll be driving, and you'll see a guy with like one eye on like a unicycle, and he's got like a donkey behind him.
My favorite thing about Amish people is that you find out they can hitchhike.
Oh, really?
They can be in cars.
Oh,
they
that's
just
a
can't
loophole.
drive them.
I don't
So they
like that.
all are
so funny.
Yeah.
I'm not picking up a Hills Have Eyes creature.
Can you look up there? I saw a video the other day of an Amish guy drifting his carriage.
Respect to the Amish,
It was
though.
so funny.
The Amish love
this?
volleyball. That's a good
This
big thing for them.
This might be it. Sparks flies, Amish buggy drifts around corner. This isn't what I was thinking of, but it seems like it achieves the same.
This
Probably get the
maybe?
idea. Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Which one?
The second one.
All right.
They'll make it like apple cider and stuff.
the
gonna be
camera
good.
makes it so much better.
Wait, what? Do you have the?
That rules.
For the audio listeners, it is. What's
Here.
there is someone's dash cam. They're going down a dark Pennsylvania road, and some sort of high speed buggy chase is happening, and he drifts out, and sparks are.
That's sick.
What do you think he's getting away from?
Like,
Taxes?
I don't know.
Electricity.
Yeah.
I was actually just talking to my dad about Amish people on the phone yesterday.
He saw a spark.
He saw a light bulb and he just freaked the fuck out. Giddy up, boys.
I gotta get the fuck out of here.
The devil's in this barn.
Wait, so is this a thing? Sorry to cut you off.
No.
Is
No,
this
no,
just
you're-
a thing that you guys dealt with?
Yeah.
When you were, like they were just like around?
All the time.
everywhere.
They would go down my street outside
Everywhere.
my house every day.
Yeah.
Because they would bring all their food into the market to sell. And
There's some good food.
They had great
Yeah,
produce.
Great food.
and stuff.
Great
Yeah.
produce.
They don't have.
yeah.
They don't even have like clocks. Like, how would he know if he's late? Like that was like someone who's like late to something.
Yeah, I don't actually know how. I guess they have like sundials. I don't know how.
He didn't know about
the
like
middle-
daylight savings.
Oh, this is another one. Hey, he was drifting the buggy in a parking lot.
He's doing donuts.
It's actually insane that these people exist.
It's really crazy. If
Wait,
the
do they have
this
to-
is like white privilege to a T. if the black people were Amish, there'd be like a mall in the middle of Intercourse, Pennsylvania. It wouldn't even exist.
Wait, so do they have to? This might be a really dumb question. Do they have to like pay taxes and like do the whole
I
thing?
don't know, but I think they do vote. I think they vote.
I don't know.
I think they vote. Can you Google, do Amish people vote? Because if they vote like uniformly. So
it's like whoever gets the Amish gets all. Oh,
it's
nice.
same with like Scientology and the Orthodox Jews, like a lot of these big groups.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, if you get one, you get all of them. It's probably just one
So
person
they
who fills
don't
it
pay
out.
taxes?
I think it says they do. Wait.
Yeah, what an
No,
odd.
it said they pay that to their own communities, but they don't pay to the government. It said. That's crazy.
like we didn't have Amish people, so this isn't a thing.
No,
this
this
is
is
the first day
bizarre.
I've like sat down and
it
thought about
is
them.
so. It's,
No, but the more you think about it, sorry to cut you off, it is like insane. They're living in a time capsule.
yeah, it's
Have
crazy.
you seen how quickly, or obviously you guys have, but like they could build a barn in like an afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're-
What? But like,
Sick.
what about them is quicker? Like they don't. They've gotten really good at woodworking, but they don't know.
Think
how
about
to-
how much time we spend scrolling.
Yeah.
so
They
you're
spend
saying
all that time woodworking.
Well, it's like how, like in like the desert, they found like human footprints where like they've done like speed tests and they've estimated that these like humans had like average speed of like 15 miles per hour.
Really?
Yeah. And like Australian shit. Yeah. Like, this is like thousands of years ago, but like we were like on foot all the time.
Yeah.
That's them.
Oh my god.
Like
Yeah.
they're not,
Yeah, they're
they're
just-
living
exactly,
in a different
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's literally, it's so bizarre.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Dude, you could put a VR headset on one of them and straight up kill an Amish person, dude.
What do you think would happen if we gave them an accelerator?
No, they
That'd be
go to
awesome.
the moon.
They build a barn.
They built like
Honestly,
two barns.
probably-
Yeah.
I always thought like growing up, like I always thought it was like kind of like cool and like admirable in a way that it's
Yeah.
like they protected themselves from these things that like maybe aren't good for our brains or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I was talking about it with my mom recently and she was like, no, dude, like I don't know if we like shield, but like they're all, it's like inbreeding.
Yeah.
I think they treat women like fucking
Terribly,
shit.
terribly, terribly,
Like
terribly.
they don't have like, it's like, yeah.
All right, very, very serious question here.
Yeah.
Why do we not enslave the Amish? Like, give me one reason why we shouldn't. Think of the work that they would be doing.
That's a good point.
It would be the work they're doing now.
Yeah.
We could give them a slightly better housing. We'll give them air conditioning.
They
Yeah,
would hate that.
Even
think
better.
they'd love it.
Less money, lower overhead.
because there are
No air conditioning.
there are some that like post on TikTok, so it's like there are like rebellious.
They're starting
They're
to
on
leak
their
through.
Rumspringa or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Google,
Rumspringa
like
is cool.
Amish. Like I saw a guy trying to meet up, an Amish guy trying to meet up with like a minor, and they caught him in the parking lot. Pull that up,
And
Lauren.
he's like only worried that he got with tech.
no, but he
Cannot tell anybody.
Lauren Google
It's like, I'll
Google
admit I was trying to fuck that kid, but I did not go on my
I did not
phone.
text them.
I did not
Google.
text him.
I don't know what WhatsApp is.
Yeah.
I told him to his face. I did not text him.
Google like Amish guy gets caught trying to
I'm
meet
sending him
minor.
letters to an underage kid.
It's like a carrier pigeon.
Amish man caught sending letters to underage.
Okay, yeah. Here we go.
It's a sting
Amish.
operation.
Amish guy
It's
comes
so
to
easy.
meet minor.
Maybe it's the.
It's this one. Amish man tries to pick up a 14-year-old.
In
So
the
you drove
buggy?
your horse and
No.
buggy all the way out here to meet this 14-year-old girl, didn't you?
I was just going to give her a carriage ride.
Oh, you're going to give her a carriage ride? So you drove your horse and buggy all the way out here to meet this 14-year-old?
Oh,
Oh, this guy looks inbred. All due respect.
I mean, he doesn't
Yeah.
know. Do you think he knows? Do you think he knows that's not okay?
What's the?
Oh.
I mean, I don't know what life is like in the Amish community. Maybe 14's on the table.
I think it is. At a-
You know,
at
I
a-
don't know.
That's a good
They don't
point.
use
Yeah, it
electricity.
didn't look like he. It didn't look
like,
like
what?
he even really realized that
He
they were
wasn't
like,
shy about it
You're
at
trying
all.
to meet a 14-year-old. Like, yeah, man, I was trying to give her a fucking carrot
Carriage
ride.
ride, yeah.
What are you doing?
And then maybe make her my wife.
We're gonna go back to mine.
They all
Sure.
like the same names too.
Like Jebediah.
No, it's
That's
like
exact-
Stoltzfus and like their last names.
Oh.
Yeah,
Merv. Merv Stoltzis.
that's a real guy.
Really?
Yeah, that's-
Merv Stoltzis?
No, it was maybe that's not her name, but we
Yoder.
had a good family friend.
It was Amish?
No, I think he was like Mennonite, but his name was Merv.
Oh, whoa.
You guys,
Pennsylvania's a weird. There's some darkness.
He was a good guy. He was a good guy. He wasn't an Amish.
No, Merv's a good fellow.
you have like an Amish.
I think his last name might have been Stoltzfus.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Freaking. What's Pennsylvania has some weird shit. A lot of racist people in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I was in like I was up there not too long ago, driving around like the country, whatever. Was on my family, and like I was like, yeah, it's really beautiful out here. And then we see this guys driving this like pink convertible car, and you know, like my uncles that kind of make like joke about it or whatever. My brother said something. I'm like, you know what? I would drive that car, take it on the beach, you know, pink. It's kind of a vibe. And then we get closer to it, and there's like this big like Nazi, like the Falcon Eagle thing, like on the back of it. And I'm like, I don't know if I'd drive that car. Actually, you guys have a point. It is pretty lame. And then the guy like pulled over, and it was just like this shirtless blonde guy who like looked like that guy. Like,
Wait, I feel like a Nazi having a pink convertible.
It was really weird, dude. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah. And it was like you got closer to it. It was like an old car.
Got it.
You know, it wasn't like a V, like, I mean, I guess it could have been a VW, but like, it wasn't like like a Mazda.
Yeah.
Or something like that. You know, it wasn't like a Toyota Corolla or whatever. It was like an old, like Nazi memorabilia vehicle. Yeah. And he pulled over in like some shit barn, respectfully.
Yeah. Fuck
you
it.
know?
I mean,
yeah, fuck that guy.
Barn.
Fuck that guy's barn. And his cool car. No, I'm just kidding. His cool pink car.
Like a UFC guy. You ever see someone with a tattoo that you're like, that used to be a swastika?
Oh, I think I saw this picture.
There's a guy who clearly had a large swastika on his chest.
He was a fighter?
He was a fighter, I believe, and he turned it into like the trapdoor from Minecraft. It was like, you're not fooling anyone. We know what that is. Look that up, Warren. Look up like wrestler old swastika. No, actually, never mind. We're not gonna.
Yeah,
but
that's a pass.
You guys get
the flag.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pennsylvania, beautiful place, but definitely like you get like it's a little bit of that. You get a little bit of Amish.
Aren't there Quakers there too?
Yeah. Quakers are cool.
But what are they?
Quakers are just pacifists, basically. They're like Christian. I think they're not Christian. They're not Christian, but
I don't think they're Christian.
like
but
their
they're just
own
like.
thing.
I'm not super
Friends.
familiar
Society
with
of Friends, isn't
the
that what they call
Quaker.
it?
I'm not. I learned about the Quakers. Honestly, kind of forgot about the Quakers.
I
till
knew
now.
a couple that I went to school with. I'm not kidding.
So you grew up in Lancaster.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And until I was 11. And then I moved
Gotcha.
to South Carolina. But yeah, no, I think Quakers are just like they're all about like peace and community and.
But they can like turn on the lights.
Yes, I think I'm fairly confident. Yes.
Look at this. Pretty cool.
And they make a mean oath.
It's a pitch black room. And they're just like, oh, you're so nice. Like I like you a lot.
I really wish I could see you. Can I feel your face?
Quakers?
Yeah.
My uncle was a Quaker, but he
Just Google that. Yeah. The Society
or
of
his
Friends.
family was Quakers.
Oh, they
but he
are
was
Christian.
a really normal guy.
They are Christian.
He was telling me
I thought you guys were
about
gonna eat
like
me alive when I said that.
their meetings. And he was like, because they lived in the town that I went to college in. So I was like having lunch with him. He was like, yeah, they do. Like there were Quaker meetings happening on campus that I wasn't aware of. Like he was like, yeah, you probably walk past them all the time.
Whoa. Do they dress differently? I think of the hat.
I
think of
yeah.
Benjamin Franklin. Wasn't he a Quaker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Quakers were big like abolitionists too.
Why Pennsylvania for all of them though?
It's one of the OGs, one of the original 13 colonies, right?
Yeah, and William Penn was a Quaker, I believe.
I think you're right. I think you're right
Right?
about that. Yeah.
The founder of he was granted
Oh,
land by the
Nixon
King
was
of
a
England.
Quaker?
Nixon?
He invented Pennsylvania. William Penn.
Dude, so is James
He did.
Dean. What the hell? All these.
Is that Richard Nixon?
Nixon was a Quaker.
And I think that's James Dean at the
it's
time.
James Dean. Good company there.
Did you ever hear about his I think it
Nightmare
was
blood
his
rotation.
Porsche, that like Porsche that he crashed in and died in?
No.
So like, I'm gonna butcher the story, but basically like it passed hands like multiple times, and everyone that's driven it, they think it's like an evil car because they would like refurbish it after like a wreck, and then the next owner would like die in it, and then like 4 people made the same mistake before they were like, let's put it in a museum.
Wow. That's kind of badass. Who were the other people
what
that died?
was that?
I don't know. It happens every once in a while.
We
Just
have,
like
like,
scurrying on the roof.
Animals in
mammoth
the.
in our walls.
We used to have rats in our old office.
Rats?
Thrashing around. No, that was at
I
the
don't
old
fuck with
office.
rats. I like mice. Mice are adorable.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would have a little pet mouse.
Yeah.
I'd carry around, put in my pocket.
That would be good. Like a party trick.
By my little guy.
You pull one out right now.
My
that'd
best
be-
friend.
Yeah,
God, you guys would like me better if I had a mouse.
yeah. 100%.
You ever see the movie Serpico?
No.
Great movie. Based on a true story.
Whoa.
Yo, that's right.
No
About
way.
Jim Serpico, starring Al Pacino. Got nominated for the Academy Award. Little Sidney Lumet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking. He did that before he did Heat. And great movie, but he has a little pet mouse. He carries it around.
That is
like, that's
fun.
pretty big vibe. Yeah,
That is very good, yeah.
Drives a motorcycle, has a pet mouse. That's kind of how I see the next 6 months going for me.
Yeah, what's next for Dan Carney?
Growing out the hair, gonna maybe grow a beard. Gonna take things a little less seriously. Life is short. We got that asteroid coming.
Yes.
You guys seen that?
I kind of try not to look.
Every day the percentage gets higher.
Try not to look like Dan and I are outside. Being, okay.
One day we'll
Wait,
see
is
it.
this true? It's getting higher?
The percentage is getting higher.
Of what? The whole world getting obliterated?
No, just like a city that like we don't live in.
Which one?
It's gonna hit somewhere
southern
on the
hemisphere.
equator. So it's like either gonna like nail South America, hit like the majority of like the Atlantic Ocean, or I think it maybe can reach like Africa.
Is there anywhere it can hit that there aren't people, but we could still get to see what it would do?
I feel like if it
That's
hits
what I
the
want.
ocean and it's close enough to the shore, maybe there's like a tsunami situation.
That could be bad too,
yeah,
then.
that'd be pretty bad.
I want it to land like in the middle of like the Amazon, so we can like see what the impact. Oh, I guess that would fuck up like birds.
Yeah,
Or maybe like the Amish community.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
it. Carl,
Get bombed.
our intercourse.
Intercourse, Pennsylvania. That's how they go extinct.
my
Don't look up, but it's all about Amish.
well, they wouldn't know
They
it's
have no
coming.
idea it's
They have
coming.
no idea it's coming.
There's like one
There's
guy.
like one guy's like, "How'd you know?" Came to me in a dream. He's like,
Well, I'm gonna head out for a little bit.
"You guys could come."
I would highly recommend that you come with me right now.
The one kid in the community who keeps getting caught with minors is like, hey, might be an asteroid coming. They're like, are you back on TikTok? He's like, no.
No,
What?
in advance.
Yeah, we will know.
Like
We have like missiles.
We could also blow it up.
Like,
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
That's
we
another
live in
thing
a
I'm working on. Trying
crazy
to
time.
figure out that how we're gonna do that.
blowing up missiles.
Yeah, blowing up an asteroid.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That'd be really cool. That'd be a great like moment.
it's
We
like
all
bucket
watch
list.
it. Like a bucket list item for me. Blow up an
We're
asteroid.
looking. It happens. We're like, do you know Dan Carney was the?
He did that Run Club web series, and then he pivoted to blowing up the asteroid. Saved like millions of people.
Did you see? Did you see Trump talking about the astronauts on the space station?
No,
He just always says the most ridiculous stuff. But he was like, I said that like you guys don't know who Trump is. I'm like, well, he's always saying like
he's this wacky.
he's this zany guy. He's always saying like crazy stuff. But they were like, what about the astronauts? He's like, well, they're up there, and I think they like each other a lot. They might even love each other. Who knows? And all the people were like, what are you talking about? Get them down. We shouldn't be worried about like their like relationship
falling
with
in
each
love.
other.
I loved what he said about
I
the
watch
Irish.
it every night.
What did he say
You
about
see with the
that?
Irish, it was like national, like March is like National Irish Heritage Month. He's like, we're not, you're not. It was something like you're not supposed to like the Irish, but we do.
Fair enough.
He calls it how it is,
Like,
man.
yeah, discrimination against the Irish. It's
you
coming
Irish
back.
too?
I'm Irish.
Oh,
Yeah.
Same.
I
All of
know.
us.
Fucking
Yeah.
really heavily discriminated right now.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, wait.
it's
What does
tough.
that mean that we're not? They're not supposed to like us.
They used to hate us,
They
man.
used to hate us. They used
I know,
to
but
hate
like,
us.
like on his list of guys
I think
that I
he's
thought he didn't like, I thought we were like at least outside of the top 10.
Yeah.
he
yeah.
found a way.
Sounds like he.
We snuck
Feels like
in
we
there.
were kind of.
Honestly, I'm kind of honored. I'm like, all right, made it on the list.
Yeah. You're not supposed to like them. They're lovely people, but you're supposed to hate them.
They fuck, they fight, they're gross.
They're fucking our women. They're
fucking
drinking
our
our
women.
beer. They're fucking our
they're
women,
drunks.
drinking our beer. They're losing their own jobs.
They get fat, they're pale, very pale.
Very bad at the sun. I saw an
awful
Irishman in the
podcasts.
sun. He said, "Get that away from me."
He blinded me. An Irishman blinded me.
Have you ever seen him? He was when I think this might have been in his like first term. There was an eclipse, and everyone around him is using
he took
sunglasses.
things
He's
off?
just
Yeah.
staring directly at
He's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
He unfortunately is the funniest man alive. It's unfortunate. Even like I watched the Apprentice movie.
Yeah.
Which was
yeah.
really, really good.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really excellent. And like they do not, I mean, it's great because like they don't make him like a caricature, but he's still like a totally irredeemable human. But even like that being the case in the movie, he does call AIDS gay cancer, dude, and it did make me laugh. And I'm like, this is really fucked up, but damn it, dude.
When I was in
He's shooting from the hip.
college, I took a theater class in college, and there was a part where we had to all pick a play and then act out a scene. And I picked this play off a list. Like I didn't know what it was. I was like, I don't know, I'll do that one, I guess. And then I get the scene, and it was a play about Roy Cohn.
Oh,
Where I had to play Roy Cohn, which is like Trump's mentor.
Yeah.
And who died of AIDS but refused up until his deathbed to admit that it was AIDS because he didn't want people to know he's gay.
I fell asleep in The Apprentice. Does Roy admit that he?
No,
he never. So
it's really sad.
The scene I had to act out was me screaming at my doctor, and I do this in front of my theater class.
That's awesome.
And I had to go like, I'm not fucking gay. It's not fucking AIDS. Like I didn't fuck no dude. Like it was insane.
Wow.
Like this quote. And I was like, it's liver failure. It's liver failure. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. And
Your boys are walking past. They're just like, we'll have a big weekend. I
and
guess.
it was the funniest part was a bunch of the hockey players I think take theater because it's like easy, but like at BC these are like Olympic athletes
Oh
too.
my
Like,
God.
yeah, these guys that are like on the Sharks now were like watching me yell. It's fun.
Were you watching The Apprentice? Oh, you didn't watch The
I didn't
Apprentice
see it,
movie,
no.
but
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it because you're like, I don't know, Jeremy Strong, his portrayal of Roy Cohn?
Yes,
I did.
I could have
first.
done it. Yeah.
It's kind of redundant at this point.
Yeah, some of the choices he made, I wouldn't have gone down that route.
Yeah.
But
He gave it his
Trump,
best.
Trump hates the Irish. That's a big development.
He would hate this. He would hate to see us
Yeah.
Hate to see
winning.
us
Right?
fall.
Lauren's
I know.
Irish too, right? Mm-hmm. All right.
Sorry, we're up right now.
Yeah,
like-
sorry, we're up.
Wait,
Suck
we-
it,
Suck
bitch.
We've overcome so much.
I learned an Irish. Someone was telling me like a slur that they used to use about us, but it's just like a name.
I think I know.
Mick?
Isn't that Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. I remember when I moved to New York, there's like this place in New York. It's
I guess we can say it.
yeah, we can say it. Yeah.
up, my Mick?
Mick. There was also a TV show called The Mick with Kaylin Olson.
Really?
Yeah, it was on for a few seasons. It was on
you're
network
right.
television.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
very
yeah.
funny. But I remember I was in Alphabet City in New York, and it's like a very grungy area in like downtown Manhattan, and like people are like selling like they'll sell like things on the street that like you like it'd be like the cord to like a home phone.
Right.
They're like selling that. It's
Oh,
like,
perfect.
yeah,
Mine just went out.
great. I'll buy this and one rubber band.
Do you have HDMI to USB-C by chance?
Just one half of that.
Yeah.
The other half's cut off. And so they're selling that. But I remember there was like some guy like screaming at someone, calling him a Mick. And I'm like, damn, like this is how like grungy and like gritty this part of New York is they hate the Irish here.
They still, jeez.
It was great.
Lauren, you ever
It's-
faced any Irish prejudice?
No, not yet.
I met like
You
some
will.
family members that are just they're like Boston family members that are like the older guys that are like they like have that mentality of like we're the oppressed culture. And I heard my great uncle saying some like horribly racist things at this wedding a year ago, and I was like complete. I didn't even know that like mindset existed, but I think that is like old Boston people because the Irish like were historically oppressed, and then they're like
To lash out,
yeah,
taking it out on like a
That's
a
how-
group of people that you didn't even know were like their own thing. Like your grandpa's like complaining about like the Lebanese. And, like, how'd you even get there?
Yeah, I think Irish people, I mean, we like also like we do like historically like drink and fight and fuck.
Yeah.
So it's like
we're guys.
it's just like, okay, these people are drinking all the time and they're fighting and they're multiplying at an alarming rate.
Yeah.
I would hate us too.
It's true.
Damn, dude, we
They hate
keep
us 'cause
popping up.
We're winning.
I know, we're winning. We're like a disease.
Lonely at the top.
We're the only ones that I think like really slide into the stereotypes given to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the others, it's like they're kind of outdated
Yeah.
things that
Ours are just straight up facts.
they're just they really hit the nail on that. They're like they don't have very good work ethic, they have a horrible alcohol problem. They all have like 9 kids
and they have a little beer gut.
Yeah, and they're
they'll
not
fight.
the most
They're
attractive.
angry. They're angry about everything.
I saw a guy doing like men on the street stuff.
Yeah.
And this guy comes up and he's like, he has this ankle tattoo of the Fighting Irish
Oh,
logo.
yeah. My uncle has that tattoo.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like
Did you go there?
No.
no, but that's okay. That's what it is. Is like these. It's so clearly like the Notre Dame logo, or the like. I think the only other person that uses it is like Northern Illinois or something. And the guy asked him like, "Did you go to Notre Dame?" And he was like, "No, what are you talking about?" And he was like,
He didn't even
Northern Illinois. And the guy was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You have their logo permanently on your ankle." He was like, "No, it's just like Irish pride." The guy was like, "Yeah, but it's like you use their logo, like you Googled it."
That's like a guy from Norway getting a Vikings logo.
That's like extremely problematic.
The Vikings logo?
Yeah.
Is it really?
I mean, I feel like more so than the Fighting Irish, the Vikings like raped and pillaged.
Oh, I thought you meant
And
it like
they're doing
I thought
it-
they just pillaged.
No, they raped.
Oh,
It's okay.
I've been trying to hide that from him.
I thought it was just pillage.
I'm sorry. You were gonna find out
You're right.
eventually.
I was due.
Why can you? I feel like very few groups back then were just pillaging. Like you had to rape
True,
also.
that's true.
Those things kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like I've never wanted to pillage without. I'm not gonna finish that actually.
No,
Keep
I
going.
didn't know where that was
What
going.
were you gonna say?
You guys got to bail me out. Someone talk about something else.
Baseball. You excited for baseball season?
Can't wait for opening day. Big baseball fan. All my favorite players and home runs.
I wore a Red
The
Sox
smell of
hat
that
out.
freshly cut grass and the sound of the ball
Cracking off the
cracking
bat.
off the
cracking
bat.
off the bat.
Crack of the bat.
And a
Yeah.
nice hot dog and my best gal.
Yeah. Maybe we'll go. You want to go to a game sometime?
Would love to go to a game sometime.
That's awesome.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Even a spring training game.
I'm going.
Really?
Yeah.
Where? When? Oh, you're going to
This
Florida?
weekend, yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to be there unless you guys invite me. And
no,
I'll just change my plans and come.
if we had that thing.
There's no more seats.
on the plane.
On the
Okay.
plane?
No, on the baseball, at the baseball game. It's all sold out.
Oh, they sold it out.
Yeah.
Damn it, dude. That would have been so much fun.
Wait, how long are you here for?
I'm here till Friday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'll be around. But you guys leave.
Yeah, leave tomorrow.
Leave tomorrow.
Damn, you guys out. But damn.
Damn.
Dude, you get to pillage in Florida. That'll be sick.
Damn.
Yo, pull up. We're pillaging tonight. All right, should we roadmap it up?
You ready for the roadmap? This is where we tell everyone what they're going to hear this episode.
Incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. I have somebody to guess we had them say that their dad was in the NBA. It was an insane fact.
Okay. Things I could lie about.
Like you saw Michael Jordan naked.
Just something about me. I'm surprised that hasn't come up.
I don't know.
My mom dated Shaq.
Yeah.
She went on like 2 dates.
She went down with you.
Yeah, she went on.
We want to take a second to let you know about our go-to personal care brand, Everyman Jack. I put on Everyman Jack this morning on my armpits, and Dan Carney told me that I smelled like, quote, $1 billion. Not a million, $1 billion. No, I love this stuff. I use it every day. And they have a wide range of products that are awesome. They keep me smelling goated, even when I'm running around, stinking myself up. Everyman Jack is there to protect me.
Guys, Everyman Jack is the clean men's care brand made specifically for guys, from body wash to deodorant, hair to beard care. They've got everything you need to look, smell, and feel great without breaking the bank. Here's why they stand out. Every product is made with naturally derived ingredients and no harsh chemicals, so you're not putting any junk on your body. For example, I think I've told this story before, but when I was a kid, I used to get a rash on my armpits, and my mom switched to Everyman Jack because it doesn't have all that frickin' garbage in it that all the other ones have. And then I had to stop using Everyman Jack because I forgot it on a trip, and I got a rash again. Like, it wasn't just a thing that happened when I was a kid. It's these other deodorants. They don't care about you, and they put like junk in there that gives you a rash on your armpits, and then people are going to make fun of how stupid your armpits look because you have a little rash that hurts. But then you switch to Everyman Jack and it stops.
Guys, give Everyman Jack a shot today and head to Walmart, Target, or Amazon to pick up your next body wash and stick of deodorant. Try Everyman Jack today.
We have a lovely episode for you guys today. We are going to hear your pitches followed by our pitches, and then we're going to do everyone's favorite segment, Teach Me Something, followed by This Guy Rocks, This Guy Rocks, This Guy Rocks Today. And then we're going to do
People hate him.
Desserts That Don't Exist.
Dude, you spill so much water on yourself in every episode. No, it's always like dripping down your face.
Thank you.
I had a friend named Chris LaPrade.
Guy.
What?
One of my good buddies from home is named Chris, and when we were little kids, he would wear these like navy blue sweatpants to school every day, and his mom would pack him cottage cheese, and the only person I've seen that's a messier, like cannot get any of the food or drink in their mouth more than Will as an adult was my friend Chris when we were in second grade. He would get it on his pants, and then he would, instead of just like wiping it off with a napkin, he would smear it in. And so he was walking around, it looked like he had just like stolen home in the World Series, because it was just like white.
Navy blue sweatpants with cottage cheese.
Ew.
That's so funny.
Oh my god.
So it's you and that second grader.
Yeah, I'll take it. Fuck it.
We were going to do desserts that don't exist, which I'm very excited about, and sayings that don't
We're
exist.
tapping the bottom of the barrel.
No, I texted Will and I was like, we still got to get Dan his drafts. Will was like,
Said it yesterday.
Will was like, desserts and sayings. We were like, cool. All right, let's do it. Bang.
Yeah.
All right, Lauren, let's hear some pitches. Dan, if you're not familiar, Lauren is going to give us a business pitch from a Playmate, and we are going to say if we would invest in it.
We're
or
the
not.
Sharks.
Oh, I love this.
You're Randy.
I was going to be Barbara.
Okay, I'll be Randy.
Okay, great.
Yo, dog.
Yo,
I'll be the Cubes.
All right.
Cubes.
Pitches.
We love Mark Cuban.
Yeah, Mark Cuban's actually an investor of this company.
I know.
He technically owns
These couches.
yeah, well this seat specifically.
Oh, well.
You're in his realm.
Did I ever tell you when he recognized Joe Palm? You know Joe Palm, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Joe Palm and I were walking through the Wynn in Vegas, and Mark Cuban was walking the other way. It was Summer League, so he was with whoever they had picked
Yeah.
in the first round. Like he's with like a new millionaire, and walking by, and it's me and Joe P, and he just looks at Joe and he's like, "What's up, man?" And then kept walking. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool."
That
That's
rules.
sick.
Shout out Nico Harrison.
Yeah.
All right. Pitches.
Shout out. Yeah.
First pitch is from Keeks, Curie Hansen. Hey, Lauren, in the building department, delinquents. Have you ever had a car without Apple CarPlay? Or if you do, you don't like looking back and forth to the screen when following map directions? Introducing GPS Sunnies. You can these are essentially sunglasses. You can choose from all brands, Ray-Bans, Gucci, Warby Parker, etc. Then when you put them on, the road and turns you're supposed to follow and take will be highlighted in a color of your choosing. Say goodbye to wondering where the next turn is or what side of the road you will have to be on for the next 100 miles for all those anxious drivers, while also protecting your eyes from those harsh UV rays.
That's awesome. It's like the heads up display.
Yeah. Could you put like a show on the half of it too?
Yeah.
You get cut off by some guy watching like Subway Surfers
Yeah.
mixed with Joe Rogan clips.
I feel like that'd be perfect.
Interesting.
I think it's awesome.
Like it, Dan?
Well, my this is tough. My entire a big part of my family was actually killed by a driver wearing a VR headset. So it's
part of-
yeah. For that reason, I'm out.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. Irresponsible of him.
Yeah.
This wasn't this technology. This is a full on VR.
Yeah, just a full VR headset.
He was playing Space Invaders.
He was bowling actually. So he was trying to be the first guy to bowl a perfect game while
Yeah.
driving. And,
He almost did it too.
Yeah, he got close.
He's in the ninth frame.
He
and
got
killed your
close.
friend.
He killed my family. So
Most of them.
a big chunk of them. Yeah. So for that reason, respectfully, I think I have to be out.
Yeah, I think I like it.
I love it.
I'll put in like $20.
Oh, okay.
Dan's thing reminded me of this. My dad said one time he was driving to work and he got cut off by this car, and he was like, the way they cut him off was like they must have not even like seen him. And so he pulls up next to them, and it's a girl, she's zero. He still doesn't know how she was steering the car, but she had one hand on the bong and another hand lighting it and was looking down.
Oh, yeah.
Not.
Dude, we saw a kid. Do you remember when we were at LSU?
No.
We saw a kid doing that, but he had like a bowl, and he was doing it just like while driving.
Oh, that's
It was
awesome.
insane.
Oh,
it
LSU, nice.
was LSU guy.
Yeah, my mom went there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
You know, my
Yeah, we.
Oh,
what were you
shit!
saying?
Never mind. Well, we talked about it a little bit. My I didn't tell you. My mom actually dated Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, that's insane.
Wow.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and honestly, she did not see this coming.
see.
Like Shaq.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
she
what you're
dated
saying.
him when he was Shaquille.
She knew him. She knew him as like the liberal arts major.
Yeah.
like she didn't even know
cool?
about.
He was. I mean, I didn't know him. This was before I was born. My dad's not Shaq.
Yeah.
But yeah, they dated for a little bit, and then she settled on a 5'8" white guy from Philadelphia.
Did
So
you
just
have
kind
any
of went the other
fun
way.
stories about their time together?
He couldn't dunk. That was like a big.
What?
Yeah. He like it was like a mental block, and yeah, my mom like tried to help him, but then they broke up, and then he like became Shaq.
That's insane.
Yeah,
She was the only thing holding him back.
I think so. Yeah, my
Is that-
dad could have
is
been
this a true
Shaq.
story?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's true. Did you do this? Is
What?
this true? I can't tell if he's joking or not.
I don't know. Are you joking?
No, we talked about this.
I know, I
before.
thought this was
yeah, No,
real.
yeah, I'm not joking about this. Yeah.
We were talking about in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I
Wait,
getting
where are they
shacked right now?
from?
I'm getting shacked right
You're
now.
getting shacked.
He got Shaq. He got Shaq.
I would have believed it. I would have believed it if you didn't say the dunking part.
Well, I watched something recently where Shaq was like, I couldn't dunk, or I wasn't dunking, and then my dad like stopped the game and was like, you need to dunk, and he's like, I became Shaq.
The ref's like, hey, sir, you can't stop the game.
Literally,
just 'cause
he said
yours-
his dad like came down from the stands and like fucking smacked him around, and then just started dunking.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
That's how
I guess I just assumed
that.
that you saw that video.
That's what happened with my dad.
And that made it more true.
Podcasting.
Really?
I couldn't do it.
Whoa.
And then
Yeah.
he flew out here, smacked me around. He
And now
said,
you're
Go
Shaq.
do a podcast. No, I did.
You're in Los Angeles for what, Willie?
Go. Start a podcast.
make your
with
family
another
proud
White
and
guy.
start a podcast.
You don't really have much to say, but you're going to give it your all.
Get in there and talk for hours.
Go too long.
Lie to
So
your
long
co-host.
people literally can't finish one episode before the next one comes out.
Hey,
All right.
cheer another pitch, Lauren.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so
Do the Shaq prank.
Shaq your friend. Come on, man. Get in there and shack.
Dude,
him.
you did get Shaq though.
Yeah, I
You did
did.
get
I got
You got
shacked pretty hard. I'm honestly. Can you imagine if
We were
your
Shaq and a fool.
if your dad or your mom used to date Shaq?
I wouldn't want
Yeah,
to
I'd be
know.
like,
Your dad
Don't tell
just
me.
yeah. I was like, I was kind of holding my tongue, just being like, oh, that is brutal for your dad.
Yeah.
all right. Thank you, Keeks. Next pitch is from Gracie Astor.
You're getting like a paternity test. You're like, I'm convinced Shaq is my dad.
Have you seen Steven Tyler figure out that he's like 1% black? They brought back his like DNA results, and they were like, you are 1/18th African American, and he was like, I knew it. I always felt akin to the black people,
No way.
and he was like, yeah, I just like felt it in my bones. And
My-
it's Steven. Keep in mind, it's still
Steven Tyler. Yeah. My friend partied with him in LA. They like jammed together at like a house party.
That's crazy.
This is like fully true. Like Steven Tyler was like playing the keyboard. My friend was like on the drums. And then a bunch of people like came in the room and it started getting like crazy and like they stopped playing. But he was like just hanging out, getting
That's
fucked up with
crazy.
Steven Tyler.
That's sick.
Yeah. And you ever have like a friend that's like, and I know I'm holding up the segment here.
No.
Just like they have like,
Fine. It's fine. I just said it's fine.
okay, yeah. So I'll just keep going.
Yeah.
It's like one of those friends where like the more you learn about them, the less you know about them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those types of friends.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is my most interesting friend.
Who is it?
His name is Ben. His name is Ben Sweeney. He was actually in Run Club. Check it out.
Ben's my mom's maiden name. is-
Ben?
He's Ben Sweeney.
That's so weird. Yeah.
Boy, my
like
mom is named Ben Sweeney.
What? All right. What's
Okay.
next, Lauren?
All right.
You know Shaquille O'Neal's real name is Ben Sweeney, but they didn't think it would sell, so they made it cooler.
We're going to keep it Irish.
Anything else?
No, we're done now.
Okay.
Why does he have an Irish last name?
Let's sit on that.
Okay. Grace says, what is the worst part of having multiple roommates?
Never getting a time to fucking
Go to town on yourself.
jerk it with the sound on.
Ain't that the truth?
Like,
Sorry, Lauren.
I was gonna say something similar to that, but I didn't. I don't know. What is the worst part?
Sharing the fridge.
Sure. Okay. She says, people can never agree on the AC temperature, and someone always ends up feeling uncomfortable with the temperature. That is why you need AC/UC. With AC/UC, everyone has their own vent system that goes to their room, so everyone can pick their own temperature. Every room would have its own thermostat. This allows for maximum comfort for everyone in your apartment. This also is a vent for the living room/kitchen and other shared spaces. This vent would be like normal and stay at a typical room temp so no one is uncomfortable. In each apartment, there would be a cold air vent and a hot air vent with each thermostat from each room connected to them. With AC/UC, your room has ACU control. Maximum comfort guaranteed.
All right.
I love it, and here's why. We haven't had the AC on since like winter started because it is like cold enough to just keep it there. But I sleep with my window open, and I like to watch TV with the sliding door open. But I realized, all my roommates are really like nice guys, so no one ever pointed out that like they don't like when it's like 45 degrees when we're watching the Lakers game. And Zach, I like went in to get something. I think he thought I was going to bed for the night. And when I came out, the door was closed. And I was like, oh, do you not like when that's open? He was like, no, dude, it's like freezing outside.
Fun fact, we like maybe a week or two ago, it got like pretty chilly, like the chilliest it had been. And, or like 3 weeks ago, Lauren gave me like a face.
What?
You didn't believe me?
No, I believe.
Okay.
Why would 3 weeks be more
I
believable?
thought she was like
Wait, I didn't-
insane time.
oh, I
frame.
didn't mean
It was
to make a
hot.
face.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyway, we were like, oh, we should maybe put like the heat on, and we were like, do we have heat? Or we've never used heat or AC until 2 weeks ago at all.
Well,
That's kind of crazy.
We just rocked. I mean, it's so temperate.
We were just there rocking it, man.
We just rocked it in here. Like we just kind of like,
you're a vibes guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
None
You're
of
all
us, none of us give a shit. Like I know there's people who are picky about the AC. None of us give a shit. We just.
But do you open your windows?
Yeah. So yeah, I'll open the windows if it's hot or cold or whatever and adjust accordingly. But I don't ever. It's never like.
Come on, man. If it's
Crazy
too hot, I
enough.
open the window. If it's too cold, I close it.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm a
Haven't
guy.
you woken up like freezing though? I feel like the morning.
Yeah. Sometimes I wake up freezing and sometimes I wake up sweating. But I just kind of have accepted that. I don't know.
Dan's having so much fun right now.
I'm trying to think on where I stand on all this. I'm staying with somebody else this weekend, or I was,
Yes. It's like I can
and, until I got removed, and it's been pretty cold. It's been pretty cold in there. Just like their hearts
Yeah.
Yes.
Kicking you out.
for kicking me out. But
Yes. No, his wife's
but
fine.
Being his wife's totally fine. She's completely
His wife's fine.
fine. Like as a person.
She's okay.
Like,
as a person.
as a person, she's fine.
She will
as a
suffice.
hostess, she is
She's a hostess. She's
kind of
like
the worst. But,
kind of a huge bitch. She's kind of a bitch. And I feel comfortable saying that now after they've kicked me out.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, not a ray of sunshine in this dark world. But anywho, it's been pretty cold. And I felt like as a guest, I couldn't say anything.
Yeah. You can't say it.
And now I'm in my room, I'm freezing, I'm layering up.
Yep.
I shouldn't be doing that.
No.
I like to sleep completely naked.
with
Is that
no
true?
sheets.
I don't like that.
That's not
Starfish.
true. I don't sleep naked.
No,
but
have you ever tried it?
I've tried it. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I need a little bit of separation.
Yeah.
Are you a pajama bottoms guy?
Not
or-
a pajama bottoms. No, just
top.
underwear. Need a pajama top.
I sleep because
Half a onesie.
I sleep fully clothed.
Like you wore this.
Like nowadays, I put sweatpants on, in the evening typically anyway.
Yeah.
And then especially now when it's like a little chillier, I wear a hoodie and sweatpants.
Hoodie.
I sleep in a hoodie and sweatpants.
I sleep in a hood. I've been sleeping in a hoodie because it's been so cold in this house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I live in New York. I don't even need to sleep in a hoodie because I can control the environment of my own space.
Right.
Yeah.
But being in someone else's home, this invention is appealing to me. So I would invest.
I'm picturing you on like Sunday putting on 7 days worth of clothes and then
Yes,
never
and then I'm
taking
good
them
for the
off,
whole
and
week.
then
Well,
each
that's
night.
what I've been trying. Brushing my teeth 14 times on Sunday, so I'm good for the whole week.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I mean, you have a little something right here. Yeah, but you'll get that next week.
Fried from a bagel.
Buying cologne sucks. Walking into a department store, getting sprayed in the face, and dropping a ton of money. I'll say it, it's the worst. Meet Guy Fawkes, started by two best friends that are changing the fragrance game forever. With their starter kit, you get their best sellers first, and then you choose your favorite later. Willie and I got our hands on some, and we got a bottle each, and then we did get the little like sample
What
pack.
flavor you got?
In my flavor,
I got a Hefe.
in my hand, I've got Vince.
Okay, wait, spray. I want to smell it.
Oh, it smells good. Oh, I was telling Will right before we started recording. I
I got it in my eyes. It smells great though. It does smell great when you smell that all day.
I
Oh
walked
my
into
God.
our office today, and the cleaning people had totally been spraying it because the whole room smelled like someone had tried every single scent. And let me tell you, they got hooked. I also like just saying getting sprayed in the face sucks when you're shopping at a department store and then just doing it to each other.
Yeah.
But theirs smells so good. Here's my thing. When I'm trying to buy at like a normal store or something, unless they have the samples,
Yep.
like it's impossible to tell what they smell like. So you can't buy it online, whatever. They sent us like a little bag of all the samples. I got to smell each one that I wanted, and then now I get to know that I'm a Vince guy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Because a bottle of cologne lasts a while, and if you're buying a nice bottle and you don't like the way it smells, let me tell you, you're stuck with it.
No, I'm pretty excited to up my game. And hey, since the team at Guy Fawkes loves Almost Friday, we've partnered with them to give you $10 off your first purchase. So head to guyfox.com/Friday and use code Friday for free shipping and $10 off your purchase right now. Spend less, get more compliments, and smell amazing with Guy Fawkes.
What is the worst part about trying to squeeze in a poop before you have to go somewhere?
Who?
Wipe take forever.
Yeah, wipe take forever. Yeah.
Lauren?
You get nervous that you're gonna be late.
Yeah, you don't know. Like there's some poops where it's like, it's a quick one, and there's some where you sit down and you're like, oh, I'm gonna be here for a minute. This is a thing that you strap around your stomach. It kind of X-rays your insides, maybe an MRI, whatever technology we need. We can figure that out later, and it will tell you how long it is gonna take for you to poop all that out.
Wow.
So you could see if it's gonna be. It also tell you if it's gonna sting or not.
Whoa.
So
Yep.
you could, so you know not to. It won't throw off your whole plans. But it like. Let's say I have to leave in 10 minutes. It could be like, this is going to be a 5-minute poop. And I'm like, cool. I got 5 minutes to poop, 5 minutes to wipe. Then I'll get out.
And it's like an ultrasound for your shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. The tech's already there,
5
probably.
minutes to
Yeah.
wipe.
I did just look at my phone, and I
What's that
have
about?
breaking news.
Yep.
Sam Darnold has signed with the New York Giants.
Wow.
Whoa.
Big.
Good
Soak
thing
that
this.
one in.
Good thing this. Like, if you're listening, Google when that happened. I think.
Yeah.
We're pre-recording for this big trip we have, so this is going to come out in like 2 weeks.
A week and a half. Yeah.
It's already been covered.
All right. Let's try and predict. What's going to happen.
Can I
in
say
2 weeks.
something? You guys just got Giants. He signed with the Seahawks.
Whoa, you serious? You piece of shit. Wow.
Are you a Giants fan?
No, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
We got hawked.
You got.
We got
Giants.
hawked.
You guys got.
Wait,
to
is
see
he that like really beautiful
Yes.
guy?
Sam
Yes,
Darnold?
he's
Oh,
like
wait.
insane, chiseled jawline.
Not what I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of Sam Hartman.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know I played against him in high school?
At Oceanside.
Sam
Yeah.
Smith.
Sam, Lauren, Sam and I are actually boys. If you want me to hook you up,
You know?
Sure.
Sam Hartman.
Yeah. How?
Wait. This
We
guy?
follow each other on Instagram.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold coming back to the West Coast, where he's from.
San Clemente kid.
That's right.
Legend.
Welcome home, brother.
Capistrano Beach kid.
It's a short plane ride to his hometown.
Love that. All right.
Anyone else have a
And
pitch?
because Seattle
Oh, I have a
is
pitch.
closer to his hometown than Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Wait, that
it's
actually is kind of big
true.
news. Kind of didn't occur to me that the Vikings were like pretty good this year.
The Vikings were
Sam
great.
Hartman or Sam Darnold had a great year. Who did they get for him? I guess we can
I think he
talk
was a
about it
free
later.
agent.
He was a free agent.
Yeah. Okay. What's the worst part about garbage pickup?
Don't get to do it yourself.
Thinking about what those guys' life are like after they are done.
Sometimes you forget to bring out the trash
Ah.
before trash night. Okay. This is a premium service. I'm not saying this is for the everyman, but if you've got money to spend, they come into your house. Garbage man stops the truck, goes into your house, they get your garbage. And if you pay extra for nooks and crannies, they will check all your nooks and crannies for little pieces of trash.
Garbage man in my house.
Yes.
I'm out.
I was about to say they're those like boots
Yeah.
that are covered in like gook.
Stinky.
But they leave after
Stinky,
they don't
dirty,
s-
stinky,
they don't
dirty man
leave-
in house.
They don't leave stinky dirty everywhere. They
Stinky, dirty man or woman.
I like this.
I don't like it.
Well, they can get different boots for when they
Get
come
different
in.
boots
Yeah,
for
they're
when
not-
they go
Also,
in.
what do they
Yeah.
like? Then we're leaving it up to their judgment to determine what is trash. Like you come in and you're just all your like shit is. They just came and like
They're
knocked
good.
all
I
of it.
see a huge insurance issue here.
They're good. They know. They know. They're garbage men. They know
trained- they're
what's
trained- they're
trash.
trained.
You know, Sean
professionals.
Penn was in New York City government for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like, in the middle of COVID,
So imagine
what?
Sean Penn getting your
being a garbage man.
Oh, I think he's in New York City government. Wait, what? For like a role?
For a role, yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's nothing.
He was also gay for several years before he did Milk.
That's not true.
It's true. He won the Oscar. Yeah.
You know, Will was gay for a summer.
It
Really?
was awesome. I was finding myself.
Nice, dude. Yeah.
You ever been gay?
Don't
Will?
hate.
Wait, Milk was good.
Milk was a great movie.
I was gonna.
I love
I
Gus-
want to see that.
Gus Van Sant, one of my favorite directors.
Who's that? Oh, okay. Yeah, that whole story is fucking insane.
Pre-canceled James Franco
Oh,
was in that. He was Harvey Milk's lover.
you're right.
Yep.
And
Josh
And-
Brolin? No.
I wasn't gonna name the actor, but like Dianne Feinstein is like one of the characters in it.
Oh, really?
She was one of the other city councilors.
Oh
I'm
my
pretty sure.
goodness! I haven't seen this movie in a few years.
Yeah.
I'm due for a rewatch.
Yeah, we should rewatch.
Yeah, we should. We should watch Milk together. It is a great movie.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I would watch it again.
We could do that milk and cookies night.
I would love. Oh, that's right. Yes, we didn't get to do that last time.
Yes.
God, we're overdue.
Yep.
All right, so with that, I'm out.
Fair enough. I'm out too. Fuck it.
Should we do?
Do you have a pitch?
No, I wasn't informed.
You didn't tell
We
them about the
just-
pitch?
Dude, I sometimes feel bad being like, here are 11 segments.
Here, you know
for
what?
you.
I have a good thing. I have a back pocket pitch.
Yeah, BPP.
All right, this one. You guys are familiar with socks,
Of course.
right?
Love
We
those
all have them on, right? What's the only thing that's missing from your sock that some shirts have?
buttons.
A pocket,
Socket.
sock pocket. It's like a little frocket for your sock,
I actually like that.
and it would go here, and it's mostly aesthetic. But you could throw like
It's like the one on your
Nickels. You
jeans
could throw
that
a
has
couple
like that
nickels in
little.
Ball
there.
bearings.
perhaps maybe even some paraphernalia,
Marbles.
if you're going into like a music
Concert.
festival,
Yes,
or concert,
yes.
Ooh, yeah.
but a marble. To challenge
A
someone.
jack.
Yes. yeah, jack.
Dreidel.
A dreidel.
Any sort of small game.
Dice.
Yes.
Dice would absolutely come in handy.
Tokens of some kind. At the
tokens.
arcades.
Yes. Yes. Poker chips. So
I
there's
tried to
there's
join
some-
in, and Lauren was the only one that heard it. You guys just kept going.
What did you say?
I don't even want to repeat it.
There's some utility, is what I'm trying to say. But obviously, much like a frocket,
Yeah.
very much an aesthetic choice.
Yeah. I like that a lot though.
In or out.
I'm in, and
I'm in.
I think we should. Our second product should be. It has like buttons, like a flannel has, so you can have like a more relaxed look.
Yes. No. 100%.
Have some like show some leg hair
And like different like colored buttons. Like
Yeah.
you can really have some fun with the design.
zipper socks.
I like that.
for technical use.
Yeah.
We could try out the zipper. It's I think button, like a classic button. You know, there's a certain like.
Oh, you're saying button in the pocket.
yeah.
I think he was just saying socks that you
That like button up, so you could like.
Oh, I love
you could
that.
leave the
I
top
love
two
that.
open
yeah, that's
for like
great.
kind of a more casual.
Because I always felt
look.
like this was a very flattering part of my body.
Yes. Right.
Like, you know,
Gets
the
no love.
front half of my heel.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you could have like a regular sock under it, like a shirt, so it's like unbuttoned,
Like a tank
and there's
top?
like
Yeah,
there's like shirt showing under it. All right, should we do teach me something? Teach me
Did
something.
I tell you about this one?
Nope.
We just teach each other something.
I could teach you guys stuff.
Yeah, you probably know a bunch of
I'm
stuff. about-
way
I feel
older
like you
than
would know
both
like
of
shit
you.
about like war or something.
Yeah.
How old are you, Dan?
I'm 20, gonna be 29 next week.
Oh,
Happy
wow.
birthday to
Happy
me.
birthday to Dan.
Yeah. So I'm actually not that much older.
Yeah,
than
that's
you guys.
not that old.
No.
All right, mine has to be a video today, unfortunately, just because if I was gonna try and explain it, it wouldn't make any sense. You need the visual component. Lauren, pause this immediately, and I mean immediately.
Is this short map animation?
So there is a place in Canada where there is this very interesting phenomenon. Let's give it a watch. Lauren, turn the sound on when you get a chance.
You have the.
Did you know that there is an island on Earth that is located on a lake that is located on an island that is located on a lake that is located on an island that is located in Canada?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I
Like, how would
that.
you even begin to get to that?
Tunnels, submarine.
Submarine.
Horseback?
Yeah, horseback. Pilates.
Wow.
Wow.
Did you guys like it? or-
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I'm
I like that a
fascinated. I'm still
lot.
looking at
Yeah. And where's Canada?
Nort.
Okay.
It
You need a passport. That's step one.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah. You do?
Yeah.
Nice.
dude, there.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Canada
What?
in 3 weeks. 2
Really?
weeks. Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing there?
Toronto. We're doing a live show in Toronto.
Oh, congrats.
Thanks.
Well, you could try this out. We could try to get to this
Yeah, maybe
island.
we should go there.
Dude, I showed up to Sonny McLean's on Saturday for the Duke UNC game, and do you ever like? There are 2 crews meeting, and one crew has done bottomless brunch before it, so like they're on a different wavelength. So there were half of us were sober, and half of us were like a not fun level of drunk, and I was on the sober side.
Got it.
And our friend Garrett kept dropping people's passports into the pitcher of beer, which I had a handful of questions when I saw this. One, why do they keep trusting Garrett with their
How
passport?
many people have their passport?
Why do they have?
The second was, why do multiple of you have your passports on you?
Yeah.
And 3, why is Garrett doing that?
It's just weird all around. I think I've been seeing more people with their passports using it as a form of ID. And I wonder if that's going to become like a cultural trend.
But it feels like, in the way my parents explained the passport to me was like, this is the most valuable thing. Like if you lose this, like you are gonna explode.
You get arrested.
Well, it's just really tough to get a new one. Putting it in a picture. I mean, that guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
They thought it was fun. They were all on the same.
They're dumb. They're like dumb people. They're just like dumb people.
They're just like
It's
guys.
like a stupid person thing. Haha, my passport's in a pitcher of beer. That's hilarious. You're like a stupid person.
It also ruins the beer for the rest of us. To make matters worse, the way they all know each other is from Dartmouth. So like they are technically smart guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with their parents having money.
Oh, I didn't even consider that.
Yeah.
Okay, Garrett's on thin ice.
Yeah, what's next? You know, like put my ID in a margarita.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
You cut it up, snort it.
Dude, go, Garrett, put my ID in a margarita.
That'd be hilarious, dude.
He did it.
Oh yeah.
Here's my social security card. Throw it in the toilet. Oh, it's in with the
my
piss
God.
and shit.
Oh, birth certificate and chocolate milk. Come on.
Hilarious. Order a chocolate milk for the bar. Put my birth certificate in it. Why do you have it?
I brought all this stuff so you could do it.
That's what we do at the bar.
We love when you
We
do it.
ruin our lives.
Put this hard drive
Off
with
the
all my
grid.
Bitcoin on it in that blender. All right, Willie, teach us something.
You know that bees. How far do you think bees can fly in a day?
1,000 miles.
8 miles.
Lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You never ever let it go.
I'm gonna go with
Wait, what was that
400,000.
part?
8 Mile.
8 mile.
Oh, they can go 8 miles in a day.
No,
400,000 miles.
they can go 60 miles in a day.
So I was.
Wait,
So who
that
won?
seems completely reasonable.
So I won.
60
So I got
miles
closest.
Yeah, they could go to like Boston.
in one day for a
Seems-
tiny bee?
60 miles.
From
They go
Boston here?
no
more
from
than 60
sorry
miles.
from I was for
That's
some
like
reason I'm always in
2,000,
Maine.
3,000.
Rusty.
I thought that was cool.
No, that's cool.
It is cool, but 60.
Do you think it'd be like
A bee. Do you realize how small a bee is?
Do you realize how fast they are? Like how far can a
Yeah, but like their
how far can
wings
a
are so
commercial
tiny.
airliner go in a day? Thousands of miles.
Yeah.
That's
We're
that's the
we're far-
opposite of a bee.
We're far
Wait,
superior than
this one
bees.
says
What?
this one says they can fly up to 3 miles.
No, like that's saying their radius. It says from its hive. Like they're not flying in one direction. They have a hive.
honeybees
total-
typically fly less than
Oh,
a mile.
you're saying they just cover
Yeah.
60 miles with you probably cover around that walking around. driving
They are
around.
so much smaller than me. I thought, like for their little wings, I thought that was impressive.
But it's not even true.
No, they can fly up to 60 miles a day. That is true. They don't go 60 miles from their nest. That's not what she Googled is not, or what that first thing said is not.
Dan, how
just
far
for-
can you fly in a day?
I mean, maybe 4 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
60
that?
for me sounds like a lot.
What was that snail fact that we talked about a long time ago? Like
I don't know.
how far a snail can go in a day?
Yeah, it was like
something-
it's like literally from like here to that door. Like they're just in.
I envy that. I envy that so much.
Like if we
the
brought a
perfect life.
snail in this room, it's gonna take them like a week to get outside.
Imagine just like that's all you have to focus on is just
Getting over there.
getting to the door.
It's not even like they don't even necessarily know it's at the end of the road. It's just like I have this like unquenchable desire to get to that door. And I'm
Yes.
gonna take all day.
They
to
need
do
to
it.
get out of this podcast studio. They've heard the BFAX every day. for
Good
the
God,
last- for the last 2
let me
years.
out. All right, should we do This Guy Rocks?
Yeah.
Well, I want to teach you
Oh,
guys
oh, yeah,
something.
sorry.
yeah.
Did you guys know that giant squid can grow up to 13 meters in length?
Wow. Now
You just
that's
read
it.
that?
No,
do
that's
you know
a true.
that?
Because it's a cool fact.
That
to
is
know.
a good fact. Yeah.
And we've never caught one. There's no live giant squid in captivity.
Have we killed any?
Really?
We've found dead ones, I believe. I don't think we've ever killed one.
Because they're the ones that beef with like sperm whales.
They're
right?
like real life. The Kraken is like a legit like thing.
yeah.
13 meters.
It's like 40. It's like 40 feet. They're massive.
God.
Giant squid are some of the
What
most
the-
interesting.
Wait,
that's fake. That's totally fake.
No, that's just Lauren
It's
on a beach
160
day.
foot giant squid.
Lauren, how'd they get that picture of you suntanning?
That's disgusting.
There is a.
There we go.
We're reading about this guy.
That's real. That I bet is real.
Holy shit.
that's
Yeah, they're
fucking
massive.
crazy.
They're massive. Dude, these things are huge. They're fucking. Imagine eating one. It'd be delicious.
Imagine that
I would love to see one, not in the wild, but it is like a sort of a bucket list item for me to see one
Holy
live.
shit.
Hopefully not in the
Sounds like
wild.
a show.
I got to see him live. I follow the giant
He's playing the
squids on
Greek
tour.
tonight. Like they just plop the squid out on the stage. The crowd's
Flipturn's
like,
opening for giant squid.
he just gets up there and like sucks on
Flipturn's
people's
opening for
faces.
giant squid. Giant squid be a good band name.
Yeah, that is a
Or
good
a
one.
good DJ name or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're pretty big.
That's fucking crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, I know. Love giant squid.
Crazy.
Beautiful, majestic creatures. We know so little about the ocean, guys. Hold my hand.
I know. There's so many deep stuff.
So many depths we haven't explored.
There's
I know. I
so
wanna
many
go down
deep
there.
stuff.
Some people say, we know more about the space than we do our own oceans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I like to
crazy.
say we know more about the oceans than we know ourselves.
So it's space, then the oceans, then us.
And then us, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the true depths.
Angler fish. Those are deep.
There's probably one inside of us.
Yeah. Somewhere deep.
Somewhere deep.
I'm ready for it to
And the
turn
re-
its light on and shine.
I'm ready for the anglerfish phase of my life. Yeah, giant squid. They're huge.
That's actually insane.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
Pretty big. So yeah, the more you know.
This
All
is
right.
This is This Guy Rocks. I stumbled upon this video a while ago, and like I feel like country's turned a little too pop for my liking, and whenever someone brings it back to its roots, that really makes me happy. So this is her country anthem, and it's called "Ask a Country Song."
We wear our boots, some to climb the corporate ladder, others are pedaled down on a John Deere tractor. Some of us hunt for deer, and some hunt for a bargain. Either way, we're both gonna hit a target.
Pause that. That was a fucking.
That was a fucking
bar.
bar.
some of us hit a deer,
That
some of
was
us what?
great.
Some of us hunt for deer. Some of us hunt a bargain. Either way, we're both gonna hit a target. Play that
That's
shit, Lauren.
awesome.
And we don't apologize, because there's power in these times.
Wait, pause it. It was all country, and then there's this one I think stock footage shot of Bourbon Street.
I think that's Broadway.
That's Broadway and Nashville, yeah.
Okay, continue.
Whiskey and a hallelujah, free chord singing true. Yeah, by roads and big city lights, helping out friends anytime.
Pause it. That was fucking. That was
that's
Manhattan.
awesome.
that was Manhattan.
That was a jump scare
That
for
was
sure.
sick.
Continue on.
Our liberties, we're loud and proud and strong. Just ask a country song.
Not awesome.
I actually
Yeah.
enjoyed that. Yeah.
It's not. It's
She
not.
had some bars.
She did have some
Yeah,
bars.
I think she needs some more vocal production, maybe, but I think it could get there.
but she could. If you, she could sell those.
You
lyrics,
coach
probably.
that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
coachable for
Yeah.
sure. I'm into it.
I
she rocks.
I just slacked mine to Brian.
I did text that.
I just slacked mine to Brian.
Oh, okay.
That's what we do when we want. Lauren to show her video.
I did text Lauren that this morning and ask if I'd already showed both of you, and she was like, "I don't think so."
You mind sending me that link though?
What's her at?
Just throw that in the car on the drive home.
Oh God!
All right.
This is Matt Garapick. He's running for president.
All right.
Sweet.
Hello, my name is Matthew Garapick. I'm running for president in 2032. Tyler Higbee from the Los Angeles Rams will be my vice president. I went to Eastlake High School with him in Tarpon Springs, and he's a good friend of mine. I'm also looking for a girl to get pregnant, preferably a white or a Spanish girl. I'm 6'2", 6'3" with shoes on, and I'm worth 6 figures. Remember, in 2032, to vote for Matthew Garapick. Let's go.
Yeah.
I like how
Covering all his bases.
Oh yeah.
I like how his brain works because it's very like just let's hit every point.
Yep.
He kind of like he likes numbers and stuff. I don't know.
I mean, I would say Tyler Higbee on the VP ticket. That's an all-time get.
Wait, what
Also,
high school did he
Tarpon
go?
Springs. I'm that's close to where I grew up.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that
it's
Florida?
in Florida. It's
Oh,
in Florida.
nice.
It's a Florida boy here. You know, I like how he's realistic. He's like 2028. We're not
Right.
This is a long ramp up.
Yep.
They do say that in your presidential campaign, you should post pictures of yourself in slides, in like Nike slides. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, he's got obviously. Yeah.
He's
He's
got the
covered his
Nike Elite
bases
socks
there.
on.
Yeah.
2032 president.
This is
I'm-
a Florida guy for sure.
I'm just gonna say it. I don't think Matt Garapick is worth 6 figures.
I do. I think he's like been drop shipping like.
Look at that. Look at
My
the size.
friend-
Lauren, go down and look at the size of that shirt that he's wearing.
In Florida,
one?
not
No,
everyone has stairs.
Yeah,
So
that's a good point.
That's a
Yeah.
pretty big because you know the foundation is it's tough to
You're
build.
telling
on
me a
in
guy
Florida.
with less than 6 figures took a picture in front of those lions.
It's good. Those are tigers.
LSU Tigers.
Yeah, I went to school
Downtown
in Florida,
Tampa.
and one of the worst, or one of the biggest realizations I had was you guys don't have basements.
No.
Like it's just you can't build
Can't.
underground.
Same in Charleston.
Yeah, where'd you guys like hang out in high school?
That was a great question. The McDonald's parking lot.
Yep.
Pretty big.
Really?
Big, yeah. Pretty big hangout spot. Huge hangout spot.
I remember telling-
and this one cul-de-sac, which we called the sack, and that's where we
Yo,
go
pull
like
up to the
smoke
sack.
weed. Yeah,
We're all smoking weed and grabbing ass.
that was
the
it.
sack.
Pull up to the sack, smoke a bowl in the sack, and then like behind this one laundromat.
God,
You
Florida
ever got like
sounds.
so like high on them or from like smoking weed that you were just like, I've got the munchies now.
Dude, that's happened to me before.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you know, you get like that's happened to you.
And you get like you're like
you like smoke weed and you're like I could
Maybe
fucking
some
eat like
snacks
more than
or-
I normally
yeah, like a
could or
burger.
something.
Yeah, yes.
Or like pizza.
Yes,
While you're
yes.
high
Taco.
is crazy. Like
Yes.
Taco Bell.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude, that's happened for sure. And yeah, especially in Florida.
right.
Yeah.
It's Florida for you.
That's like a big thing that happens
Tampa.
there. Yeah. People get like the munchies there. It's crazy.
Munchies are Florida specific.
Big
Dude, I went down to
specific.
Florida when I smoked. I was way hungrier than normal. It was crazy.
My friend, when I was in high school, did like work at this pizza place that was literally they would like the owners of this pizza place. They were like trapping out of the pizza places and like moving like an incredible amount of drugs out of there. So my friend, he worked there. I would get like an eighth of weed and a pizza for like $10. It was awesome.
That's sick.
That was a pretty good setup.
I like that a lot.
And I'll take you.
And I could come.
You could come.
And I could get a pizza.
Probably get a pizza.
Okay.
Big pizza pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slices.
You could give you a whole pie.
All right.
Will was giving me
Done.
shit the other day. I ordered 2 slices of pizza the other day because I didn't want a whole pizza, and he fucking read me the riot act.
This is so you do this sometimes. Like I was just saying, it's unique. I've never seen someone order slices of pizza delivered.
Oh, delivered? I do that all the time, but I feel like it's more normal maybe in
I don't know.
I only want 2 slices.
I feel like when I order pizza, it's usually a whole pizza. I wasn't reading you the riot act. I was like, oh, I've never seen that before.
He came in
I'm
and fucking clean my.
You're definitely not getting your like bang for your buck. I feel like in that sense.
It's like fucking. They're ginormous.
I'm not
Full
judging.
pizzas-
Like it
full
looked
pizzas are
good. I
expensive
had
now.
one of the pieces.
We
It was
were
great.
I was having lunch at work. What am I going to carry around a large?
No, I just
pizza?
don't usually order pizza unless it's like a group activity. Like
I'm on Rusty's side
Thank
here.
you.
I've done this
Yeah, I
many
think this is
times.
I
Many
I had a
times.
piece. It was great.
Like yesterday, I tried to order a whole pizza for myself, and I had 3 slices. Now the rest went bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
You fucking pretentious.
I'm on Team Rusty here.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Okay.
We're not in Florida, and I just got a text that said, after we were talking about Florida, it goes, when do you get back from Florida?
Whoa.
Wow.
Who sent that?
My girlfriend.
Jets got
Nice.
Justin Fields.
Really?
Yeah.
Is
What
this
is
another
happening?
I don't know. What?
Do you like him? Because he.
Yeah, I mean, he's an Ohio State guy.
Well, that's why. Yeah.
I think there's upside there. It
Yeah.
feels like, I don't know.
Fields like? I think the Jets are just
That's my
cursed.
team.
Yeah.
That sucks. Even I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah, you're all over the place.
All right, should we do our drafts now?
Yeah, Dan, you're the guest. You get to pick. Would you like to start with sayings or desserts?
Ooh. Let's go sayings.
All right. These are.
Christ.
I got excited.
That was unnerving.
These are more sayings that don't exist. You want to start us off?
Yeah, I'll start us off. All right, I got one. Not everything in the cookbook gets eaten. Sometimes you're just not the recipe they're looking for.
I like that a lot.
That's fantastic.
The sand comes off when you get to the water. You know, you can't. When you achieve your goal, you'll get rid of all the shit that you picked up along the way. But you know, sometimes you got to wade through it before you get to. Or wade through. It's a bad example.
No,
that's the
that's-
payoff. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You're gonna pick up some sand as you go across the beach, but it'll all be worth it once you get to that water.
That's beautiful.
That's fantastic. Watering a house plant with a fire hose. Sometimes if you go too big, too much of a good thing can actually hurt the problem.
Didn't you have another one about a house plant?
I don't know. Probably.
You're just in your yard, like, I need to come up with expressions.
Give me something.
Wait, I think it's because I do this too. We do these so much that I'm always
Yeah.
looking at stuff like around my house.
Well, he had one the other day that
That's how
was
I did it.
caught between a mime and an auctioneer, and it was because we were in a meeting. We were like, I think we need to get an auctioneer for this video, and then we ended up switching it to a mime.
Yeah.
So it was very clear how he got there.
That's great. You got to pull from your surroundings. Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right. Just because the post office is open doesn't mean you have to mail something.
Ooh,
I like that.
Yeah, you got to think twice before you speak.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Closing the blinds won't stop the sun. You know, it's with a bigger problem. You know, you can make little tweaks to try to shield yourself from it, but it's still going to be there when you put those blinds back up.
I get
Love that.
trying to jump over the ladder, making something harder on yourself. You could just climb it, and we're like,
I like that. Yeah.
if you don't look at the easiest way to do something, sometimes you might miss it.
I like that.
Like that a lot. This is my worst one. A deer don't die on purpose. All right,
like that.
come on.
Yep.
Deer famously not suicidal, yet they get hit by cars all the time.
Yep.
Accidents happen.
Yeah. I like that a lot. All
right.
I think that one's a good one. It's good. Alliterative too, kind of.
Very alliterative.
Yeah,
Yep.
deer don't die. Yeah. Waiting for the fire alarm to stop beeping. I just thought this was a funny visual of a guy sitting there waiting for the fire alarm to stop beeping. It's like one of those things where it's obvious you need to figure out how to stop it immediately.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh no, it'll stop.
It'll figure itself
Yeah,
out.
it's like, no, you got to wave the door, or like take the batteries out
Take
or
action.
something. Yeah.
Marrying the first girl you meet. You got to see all of your options.
Yep.
Sometimes the first thing seems appealing because it's easy, but you got to really explore everything that's out there.
I like that a lot. All right. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, should we do desserts that don't exist?
Yeah, tee us up.
All right, these are desserts that don't exist.
All right.
All right. Strawberry covered chocolate. Chocolate on the inside, strawberry on the outside.
I like that a lot.
Very nice.
Noodles and ice cream. It's spaghetti with ice cream on it, top of it.
Okay.
And then chocolate sprinkles, maybe. It's like a garnish.
Spaghetti, just no sauce, just the noodles.
Yeah, I actually don't think this would be horrible.
I was about to call you childish, and then I was just like, we're all pitching desserts that don't exist.
It's like Skyline chili for dessert.
So Willy Wonka pitch meeting.
Yeah. I've got a long and bumpy. It's a banana covered in nuts and chocolate, and
That's good.
it's called the long and bumpy.
That's great.
that a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Candied bubble gum.
Okay.
We all know the best part about bubble gum is the taste.
Yes.
Worst part, you can't swallow it.
Yep.
right.
This is, you can chew it, you can swallow it. It's candied bubble gum.
I love that.
Yeah.
I really love that. I've got the whipped cream tornado. It's sort of a fun dessert you get at like a restaurant, and it's in a dish, and it's spinning around, and it's whipped cream.
And you're like catching it with the spoon.
When you just stick your spoon in and get a little on there, and you
like a chocolate fountain, sort of, but for whipped cream.
but it's in a circle. It's like a tornado.
That's
and you
great.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay, you can have one.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll take a scoop.
Yeah.
Chocolate fajitas. They bring out all of the dessert toppings in like a very loud crackling pan, and they set it down, and you make the sundae yourself.
I like that.
Now
a
the
lot.
whole restaurant's looking at it, everyone's excited about it, and they're like, well, we're gonna sell more chocolate fajitas now.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I got lunch shakes.
Sorry, say it again.
Lunch shakes. It's lunch flavored milkshakes, like turkey club, tuna melt, and Cobb salad.
But you pick like the 3 worst
Lunches.
It'd be sweet, like ice cream forward.
It's like a for real.
Yeah. It's like a shamrock shake, but for like a pastrami sandwich.
That sounds good. Man.
I am hungry for one right now.
You can taste it.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds great. I've got tiramisu. I'm tired of it being all about me. I don't know. I guess you get to.
It's the selfless tiramisu.
I guess you get to pick what's in it. I didn't really.
Damn, dude. You come up with that on the drive over here.
I was in the shower. I was like, I got it.
Tiramisu. My last one is called the London Bridge. Yeah. It's a cake shaped like the London Bridge, and then they give you like a tres leche sauce, and you pour it over the cake, and it collapses, and everyone around the table sings that the London Bridge is falling down.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's great.
That is
Two
really
of
fun.
yours are like events.
Yeah, like that.
You know?
Yeah.
Like it's someone's birthday.
Well,
That's
Dan,
great.
if you were like around when this happened, multiple weeks in a row, I had like a crazy. We ordered dessert, and it was like a fiasco when it came out.
It's just a normal.
Sunday.
Well, no, but like the one was
What
like
do you mean by fiasco?
He keeps me like the craziest dessert happened, and then he shows a picture. It's
No.
like kind of looks like a normal.
we'll
dessert.
show it right here. The last one I had was literally on fire.
It was like had a sparkler in
Yeah.
it.
Okay, well,
Fire.
sorry you guys knew about sparklers. And then the second one, the guy had to come out and make the sundae on a cart. So I just think that like making dessert an event is very
I like that.
He's
Yeah.
had a lot of event-focused desserts lately.
Dude, the one that came out the other day, like it was a pretty dimly lit restaurant. It was as if the lights were on. That's how bright the sparkler was. This big.
No,
it
I get
was
the
not.
club.
The sparkler was this big.
Sunday at the club.
Yeah, and honestly, respect.
Yeah, they
that
come
movie.
out with like a briefcase.
All right, now we have one last thing we do, which is we say whose personality we're stealing this weekend.
Whoa. Okay.
So
Like from ourselves or just in general?
yeah, just like who are you trying to emulate this weekend? I don't know if you have any specific plans that might cater to that.
This weekend I'm flying, so maybe Mark Wahlberg.
He didn't die on 9/11.
No, just in case anything goes down.
Oh yeah.
You want to be
Yeah.
there to stop it.
I like that.
That was kind of his promise that he made.
That is kinda
he would've-
awesome.
yeah,
because it would have
yeah,
gone
yeah.
down differently.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do it
We
like
could
in
all have said that though.
Huh?
You know, like any of us could have said, like just because he was supposed to be on the flight, he was like, yeah, if I was on that flight, like it wouldn't have gone down that way. Like
It's awesome. Just
any
the
of us could be
easiest-
like, yeah, if we
Yeah.
were there, it wouldn't have gone down that way.
Yeah. I would go I'm gonna steal like a
Can I give you one?
yeah.
Roy Cohn.
Roy Cohn. I'm gonna steal Roy
You're
Cohn.
gonna get
There we
AIDS.
go.
Because I'm gonna
You got to do the head bobby thing.
I've never seen the
You got to see it, but you played him in that play.
yeah, no, I didn't know about the head bobby thing. Like,
You didn't do your
You should
research
watch
job,
The
yeah.
Apprentice on the way to Florida. It's actually the
I
part
got
that I saw
enough.
was pretty good.
It's a fantastic movie.
Yeah. I should
I'm gonna steal the plus size park hoppers personality. Have you seen these ladies?
What's this?
They're called the plus size park hoppers, and they are a group of pull up the plus size park hoppers on. They're a group of thick women who love to hit the parks, and they'd give you different tips on like how to travel in style. They have to get like
they got like Disney?
yeah, because Will and I are going to Epcot, so I'm gonna
Oh, nice.
use some of their tips.
The Irishman's weakness.
A big
Park
idiot.
Park
Park
plus
hoppers.
size park
You know
hoppers.
that old stereotype about Irishmen. They love park
We
hoppers.
love the park hoppers.
Lauren, whose personality are you gonna steal?
I'm gonna steal the mom from White Lotus's personality in this new season because
That one, she sucks.
she's hilarious.
She's so funny.
She's so
Yeah,
funny,
she-
and
that,
she's
that
so
scene where the lady comes up and is like, "Oh my god, we met." And
she's
like,
so carefree, and I just that's how I'm trying.
She's also addicted to opiates.
Yeah,
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah.
My sister sends me a plus size park hop. My sister famously does not think very much is funny, but she really gets like a kick out of the plus size park hoppers. She texts them to me like weekly.
So they just go to different parks around the country and sort of
it's
review
like-
stuff.
They just will like they put on their plane, like when they book a flight with Delta, they put there's something that you put in your name to signal to them that you're overweight, so that they give you a seatbelt extender.
So they work this in with their
so like their
shtick.
name, like your name would be like Dan XL Carney. Or
I love
something.
that.
Yeah.
That's what they called you in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck,
Because you're a
dude.
huge Magnum dong.
Yeah, my cock was so big.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan extra large.
XL Carney.
Alrighty, Dan, you want to plug anything before we wrap up?
Watch Run Club, the web series
Fantastic.
that I co-produced and co-created on YouTube.
I'm going to watch it.
That'd be great.
Join me.
That'd be great.
Join me.
All right. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you,
Thank you,
guys.
Dan. Guys, we love you. Have a great rest of your
Fingers hurt.
Wednesday and a great rest of your week. And then we will see you guys after the weekend.
Huzzah!
Play that theme music, Lauren.